team, as he has only 8 seniors on the entire squad. And we're only, folks, we're down to around 20 seconds before we kick this thing off and get it underway.
Chris Smiley, Nick King, and Chase Rogers deep for Pikeville to receive the kickoff as we've got 16 seconds to go. Both teams out there, you can just see they're just all junior.
Everyone on their feet, and this crowd noise here is deafening. As even through our headsets, Charlie, it's hard for us to hear each other.
Yeah, it is.
As this is probably one of the most fired up games or atmosphere for a game that we've done all season.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've been to a lot of ball games, but the crowd is really fired up. And Harlan set to kick the ball off here. And
it's in the air, short.
It's a short kick, fielded by one. Nope, they're going to let Smiley pick it up in the back and try to make a go of it. He's going to go off the left side. Now he cuts back to the right. And he's got...
That's Jeremiah Akers.
Jeremiah Akers back, I'm sorry. And he gets up to about the 30-yard line.
33, Jeremiah Akers.
They switched some people around on me. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, that was Jeremiah Akers that received it, and he was looking for running room, got a little bit of room off the right side. And that, I'm sure that Pineville doesn't want the hands in the ball of Jeremiah Akers.
Well, you know, they got a lot of respect for Pikeville's deep backs as they kick that ball on the ground, and then Pikeville let it bounce through to Jeremiah Akers. And Pikeville's going to come out now with 2 wide receivers to your left and 1 to your right in an I backfield behind Branham.
Quickly they shift.
Branham switches into the shotgun with 2 wide receivers to each side. Well, actually, he's got 5 wide receivers now, 2 on the right and 3 on the left, I think, if they make up their mind.
Well, now they're set.
Takes the snap. He's looking to throw the ball. He's got time, and he throws it.
It's Akers.
Akers is trying to get down the sideline. He'll have a first down as he gets out across the 40-yard line.
Be spotted right at about the 41-yard line, and Akers they run that little screen play for him, and we've seen it work so many times as Akers pulls it in and picks up 12 yards.
Well, I was talking to Coach Donahue before the game, and he was talking about Akers' speed. He said he hopefully had somebody that could keep up with him, so that's something we'll have to keep a watch on. Pikeville obviously going to sell out and throw the ball quite a bit early as they've got another 5 wide receiver pattern. They've got 2 to the left and 3 to the right. And Branham in the shotgun takes the snap. He's looking deep this time. He's got a little bit of time. He's under pressure. He's going to go down. And he'll be sacked by 51. That is, well, it must be 41, Josh Bailey.
All the way back to the 35.
So a big defensive play by the Green Dragons as a 7-yard loss for Pikeville. Bring up 2nd down and 17 now. As, you know, when you sell out all you put everybody in a pattern and wide receiver like that, you know, you've got to throw the ball quick because, you know, a lot of times if they're coming with a blitz, there's nobody back there to pick them up.
Pineville Harlan brought everyone up to the line that time. They only had the middle linebacker.
Pikeville with 2 wide outs
the secondary.
Branham takes the snap in the shotgun again. He's got time.
Batted down.
Line of scrimmage. Looks like it was...
There's number 57 for the Green Dragons coming through there. It was L.J. Bailey knocked it down.
And, you know, we've got a fired up Harlan defense here as they put some pressure on Pikeville early. That'll bring up 2nd down. And
it's going to be a 3rd and 18.
3rd down and 18 for Pikeville now as, you know, the sack and the batted ball now puts Pikeville deep in the hole.
Well, let me tell you, this Harlan team is ready to play tonight. If this is the first series of plays is any indication of what's in store.
So Branham hands the ball off up the middle on a draw play.
Nothing. May have gotten 2.
I believe that's Chase Rogers.
And that was
Chase Rogers. He may pick up a couple, but that's going to bring up 4th and about 15 for Pikeville as they're forced to punt here with 10:30 left to go in the first quarter. And, you know, after the first down pass to Akers, and Pikeville shut down as it's 4 and out now.
Back for the Green Dragons.
Gary Greer and Frank Schopp back to receive.
Number 21,
Walls takes the snap and gets off.
Very short.
Punt. It's a spiraling punt, but it's short, and it takes a Harlan bounce as it hits a Pikeville Panther up front. It's going to be close to the
43-yard line.
43-yard line. So that's where Harlan will take over. Harlan with excellent field position to start their first drive of this ball game.
Harlan came out really fired up, and that defensive unit shut Pikeville down other than the 1 pass completion for 12 yards to Jeremiah Akers. From that point, it was all Harlan as they completely shut them down.
So now Harlan comes up, and they're going to come out in the wing T offense. They've got, I can't tell, is that Gary Greer under center at quarterback. And he hands the ball off to...
No gain. Stopped right at the line.
That was Ben Smith on the carry, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
And also Chase Gibson. A loss of about a yard.
So... Hello.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so
no gain.
Second down and call it second down and 11 as he actually lost a half a yard on that. So let's see what Harlan can do now. The Pikeville defense coming up strong. They're coming up, cheating up to the line of scrimmage, expecting the run. And Harlan's going to throw the ball as Greer drops back out of it, and he's got a man open, and he's caught it. That is
that's Choke.
21, Frank Choke. And Frank Choke will pick up about 6 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 as Chase Gibson on the tackle.
Gain of about 5 yards.
So that'll bring up
3rd
and 6 now for Harlan. So both defenses coming up big in this game so far, Barry.
They are, and if we're experiencing difficulty, it's because it's so hard to hear. We are in the bleachers, and they're really rocking these things.
So Harlan again up the line of scrimmage. This time they've got
wideouts to both sides.
Wideouts to both sides. Greer back to throw. He's under some pressure, and he's going to go down here as
loss of 2.
A host of Pikeville Panthers. Looks like it's going to be a loss of about 6. Is he going to be back to the original line of scrimmage now? So that'll bring up fourth down and about 11. So, you know, both defenses coming up big. They give up one play, and then they shut them down after that. For losses after their one gaining. You know, Pikeville was able to gain a first down, and Harlan was able to gain 6 yards, and that's it.
And back for
Jeremiah Akers and number 25.
And
Nick King.
The ball goes out of bounds for Pikeville. Pretty good field position for Pikeville. It's going to be at about the 25-yard line. And, you know, decent field position for Pikeville. They're going to start off at about the
10 on the
25-yard line. It's hard to tell. The markers are kind of off down here.
And with 5 minutes to go in the first half,
with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go,
and Utah,
we have 19. No score. Both teams unable to move the ball effectively. Both defenses coming up big with a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
33-yard punt.
Pikeville with Branham under center in the I formation. He's got a wide out to each side. He takes the snap, and this time looks like to give to Rogers, and Rogers trying to come up the middle. He may have got a yard, and that's about it as that Harlan defense stacks him up in the middle, Barry.
A tough yard as he ran right up the middle.
Stopped there by Frank Schultz.
Like I say, so far the defense for both teams coming up big as Pikeville already out of its offensive game plan as it was spreading the ball out and trying to throw it quite a bit and unable to keep the defensive pressure off of quarterback Matt Branham. And now they're going to try to go to the running game as they've come up in the I formation.
Neither offense has shown much other than the one play, the completion to Akers. Other than that, it's been all defense.
Branham again under center with the I formation behind him, and this time he's back to throw. He's got a man open, and it's Akers. And it's intercepted. It's Akers.
No, it hit the ground.
No, he short-hopped it on the ground, but the ball thrown out in front of Akers, he may able to just get a finger on it. And lucky that they didn't come away with an interception there.
Hold it, Charlie. I think they are. They're discussing this. It looked to me as if it hit the ground.
Let's see what the officials are going to say. They're going to say that it was an interception.
So the interception was by Aaron Jacobs, but it looked to me as if that ball hit the ground.
But, well, nevertheless, Harlan will take over at about close to the 40-yard line. Let's see.
They're inside the 40.
Yeah, it'll actually be about the 32-yard line, looks like. So Harlan in good field position as they're in Pikeville territory now. Harlan back to the wing T offense with the one wide receiver wide to the right. Greer takes the snap and hands off to number 30 going around the end. He's trying to stretch it out in the Pikeville defense.
That's Ben Smith.
Pulls him down after about a 5-yard gain.
The 30-yard line.
So, you know, Pikeville's defense letting up a little bit here as unable to stop the sweep to the right.
Big interception there by Jacobs as it looked as if that ball clearly took a hop.
So that'll bring up second down and 5 now for the Harlan Green Dragons as, you know, their offense showing a little bit of life after the big interception here. Again, the wing T offense, they've got the slot or wide receiver to the left, And they got a man in motion, and again, they're going to hand it to the man in motion. That's Shope. And Shope's going to be stacked up in the backfield, probably for a loss. A loss of about 2, looks like. That'll bring up a third and about 3. As finally the Pikeville defense comes up big on that one. And true to form, as first series of downs, they give up 1 yard and then 1 good yardage play, and then the defense starts tightening up.
Yeah, as they got Shope almost in his tracks, and it'll be 3rd and a long 5.
Looked like they spotted him back a little farther than that, and then they got a favorable spot. Single back in the backfield now as Greer under center looking to throw. He's trying to throw it over the middle and incomplete.
Almost picked off.
It was intended for Ben Smith, number 30. So now 4th down and 6 for the Green Dragons. Let's see if they're going to try to go for it here, or maybe they've got a kicking team as one of their kicking teams is coming on. If it's a punting unit or a field goal team, I would imagine
I'm sure it's punting. That's too far for a field goal. As closest player to that was Nick King.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to
try to punt. He's going to try to punt it in the corner and put Pikeville in bad field position here. And there's the snap.
Good snap.
And an angled kick, trying to go for. Looks like it's going to make it into the end zone, and it
does.
It does. So it'll be a touchback. So Pikeville will have the ball on the 20-yard line. So they dodged a bullet there, as giving up the ball on their 35-yard line like that. That was a dangerous situation.
You're exactly right. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. This is the Intermountain Sports Network.
If you lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence, you don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side. The joy of cola.
This job. The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve, with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
So let's see if they can move the ball this time, Barry, as the pitch back looks like to Rogers again. And
yeah, that's Chase Rogers.
He's going to be stacked up for a loss of maybe 1, maybe 2. I don't know.
Man, these squads have really shown us some defense in the first quarter here tonight.
Yeah, the defense is showing up big here as
neither offense can get untracked.
Right. Loss of 1 for Pikeville will bring up 2nd down and 11 on the 19. So, you know, what can you say? This has been a big defensive struggle. I mean, we're got 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and you know, neither team able to move the ball.
There's been 1 first down, Charlie, in the game.
Right.
That was the completion to Jeremiah
First
Akers.
play of the game. And Pikeville again in the I formation with 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. And this time the handoff up middle to Frazier, and nowhere for Frazier.
He lost yardage.
As he's probably lost a yard as well. So, you know, again, that Green Dragon defense tough on the run, as they were able to put a lot of pressure on Pikeville in their passing game too. So it's hard to say what's going to happen here.
Well, Jared Frazier, usually he's their short yardage man, and he ran it right up the middle. But you can tell that both coaches have done their homework and looked at a lot of film.
Oh, yeah. So it's 3rd and 12 now for the Panthers, and Panthers again in the Well, no, they're in the split back formation. They got two backs back to protect him, and Brandon.
Plenty of time.
He's got a man open. It's Akers, and it's going to be caught. No, he's going to drop it as he goes out of bounds.
I think had he caught that, he would have still been out of bounds.
I believe you're right, Barry, as he didn't have it under control when he crossed out of bounds. So that'll bring up 4th down and 12 now for Pikeville with 4:38 to go in the first quarter. And, you know, defense has been the name of the game, as neither team able to put any kind of offensive numbers on the board.
And this has been a very exciting game to watch.
Oh, it's been, you know, if you love defense, it's been a real defensive battle. And both teams hitting and playing well. Walls back to punt on his 5-yard line.
He'll kick to Show.
Takes the snap. And another poor kick by Walls. And it takes a
terrible punt.
And it's going to go down about the 30-yard line. So Pikeville gives up good field position to Harlan again. So Harlan inside Pikeville territory at the 30, 1st and 10. And how much longer can this defense come up strong in this kind of situation?
Well, what could have been a good punt is just unfortunate for Pikeville, as when that one hit the ground, it took one huge hop backwards with a lot of backspin, and 10 yards it kicked back.
Greer takes the snap and hands the ball off up the middle. Let's see.
He lost yardage.
Yep, that's going to be
Brandon Johnson
on the carry. Looks like he's going to lose one, maybe two. Let's see where they spot him at, Barry.
He lost a couple. They may put it right back at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to say his forward motion got him back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10 now for Harlan. As I'll tell you what can you say about these teams on defense? They've just shut each other down so far tonight. And Greer under center with, looks like he's going to pass again. He's back to throw. He's throwing up middle.
Almost picked off.
Went through the hands of 85, Jimmy Castine. And who was it almost had the ball, Barry? Did you see the receiver?
That was Seth Scott.
Seth Scott. Matter of fact, Seth Scott's in to replace Lincoln Soward, so he almost came up with a big play there, as that would have been a huge interception. 3rd down and 10 now for the Harlan Green Dragons. And, you know, I know we keep saying it, but this has been a defensive struggle all night long. And again, Harlan looks like in a passing situation, as they've got two backs in the backfield, and nope, they're going to hand it off this time. He's going to try to get it around wide. Nope. And he's getting up to some positive yardage. That's
not enough, though.
But I don't think he's going to get the first down.
27-yard line.
So that'll be a pickup of about 3.
Of the Panthers.
Well, let's give him a pick up of 5, as that'll bring up 4th down and 6. I'll get my numbers together here.
So Pikeville is going to have to kick it away here with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter, no score.
Let's see if, you know, Harlan in the huddle. Looks like this is what they're going to do. Nope. Looks like they're going to go for it.
I'm sorry, yeah, it is.
Looks like they're going to go for it here, 4th and 6, and the wing T formation. Greer takes a long snap count. Looks like he's going to audible out of it.
He needs to hurry to get this play off.
He's not going to make it as the flag comes down in the backfield. That'll be a 5-yard delay of game penalty.
Charlie, you do not want to see that when you're down. And that may have been the plan, and now they could very well kick the ball away as he tried to draw them offside. Yeah, changed up the audible.
And here comes the punting unit on now for the Green Dragons. And, you know, Pikeville again dodging a bullet as they've given up excellent field position to Harlan twice already in this first quarter.
I call that one prematurely. I thought they would kick to Pikeville, but evidently he tried to pull them offsides with the audible.
Nobody deep for the Panthers, as they may be going for the block here or looking for the. And there's the punt, and it's going to be a beauty. Does it go into the end zone?
No, it went out of bounds around the 1.
Ball is out of bounds.
Beautiful kick.
You know, Pikeville in trouble here as they got it 1st and 10 on their own 1-yard line. So, you know, that really limits their offensive choices here, Barry.
I can tell you that from what we had heard, Harlan had struggled and wasn't expected to be in the position they're in, but they have shown to us that they're very deserving of where they are, Charlie.
I'll tell you what, defensively, that's probably the best team Pikeville has played defensively so far since their opening game.
Other than Boyle County, I agree with you.
And Pikeville now in the power I formation. They've got 2 wideouts, 1 to each side. Branham takes the snap and give it to Jared Frazier up the middle.
Nothing.
Frazier gets nothing as
they may have stopped it. No, forward progress, they have to give him the 1.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be, you know, it looks like they're going to say he got back to the original line of scrimmage, so that'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Pikeville.
Jared Frazier.
Well, they're actually going to say he got about a foot. As you can see, the marker just barely ahead of the original line of scrimmage. But
he was driven back, wasn't he?
That's some tough yardage in there for anybody. And, you know, Jared Frazier usually has his way on those kind of situations, but now...
If you'll notice a different defense than what we've seen Pikeville play against, as Harlan is bringing everyone up to the line.
And this time, again, to give up the middle, it looks like it's going to be to... Is that Frazier or is that...
That's Jared Frazier.
Jared Frazier, so he may have picked up a yard as he's able to pull his head well. He's picked up, we'll give him a pickup of 1, so we'll call it 3rd down and 9 for Pikeville.
Harlan playing a free safety. Other than that, they're pretty much putting everyone man coverage on the corners and bringing everyone up to the line.
You know, a lot of people have not been able to do that to Pikeville all year, as with their speed at wide receiver, they were hoping to take advantage of that man coverage. But so far, the pressure from the defensive line has made it hard on the quarterback. And he's back to throw. He's in his own end zone.
Now he needs to get out of there.
He's going to throw it away, and he does. Just throws it
towards Chase Gibson. Not
really,
close.
I think he's just throwing that ball away, though, Barry, because he's feeling that pressure coming from behind him.
You're right, but look where they're going to have to kick from, Charlie, the back of their end zone.
Matt Walls is going to be standing underneath his goalpost to punt this one away. So look for Harlan to come with a lot of pressure here, as they've only got one man back. That's number
Gary
15,
Greer.
Gary Greer, the quarterback. And everybody else up on the line of scrimmage, I'm sure they're going for the block here.
Greer drops back to around the 40. That would be the Pikeville 40.
And here they come. And the punt, it's off, and it's going to take a Pikeville bounce, actually, which is, it's going to get out across the 50-yard line.
Greer's going to try to bring it back.
And he's going to step out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of Pikeville. So again, Harlan starting off this drive in Panther territory.
They have every possession. They've started with excellent field position, but the Pikeville defense has risen to the occasion.
You know, so far it's been a defensive battle. As you say, we've had the first play of the ball game was a 1st down. We've not had one since. And we've got 1:25 to go in the first quarter. So it's been a real ball game so far. And Harlan up to the line of scrimmage in the wing T offense. Greer under center. He takes the snap and hands it off up the middle this time to...
Off the left side, that went to Johnson.
So Johnson will pick up a couple. Looks like they're going to give him a pickup of about, well, give him about 3, bringing up 2nd down and 7 for Harlan. So Harlan trying to get some yardage on the ground, which both teams try to keep it on the ground most of this first quarter, as the passing game not been there for the Panthers early.
That was Brandon Johnson, and Brandon Johnson is awfully small to be a back, Charlie.
Yeah, he is, which is not a big Harlan team. The ball
on the option. That's holding.
Yep. Look, no flag on the play, and that will be Frank Shoup. So Frank Shoup will have a 1st down. That will be Harlan's 1st down of the game, first down of the ball game.
Good block, then. Good block, I guess.
Must have been. Obviously, you know, so that'll be 1st and 10 from the 33 for Harlan. That's their first down.
Let me tell you, he really had the hands on him, didn't he?
He did. It looked like he was going to be holding, but the officials say no.
No harm, no foul.
Yep. So Harlan now back to throw. Greer looking across the middle. He's got a man, and he hits him. No, he said he didn't hold on to it. And give Chase Gibson credit on that one, is because he had it, and the hit by Chase Gibson knocked it loose.
He tried to hit Jimmy Chasteen over the middle.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for Harlan on the 33 with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. And what a first quarter it's been. I mean, it's been just bam, bam. We've not had any penalties, I don't think at all, have we?
No, we haven't.
And 2 first downs, so that clock's just been rolling. And Harlan, again, looks like they may be in a passing situation again. They passed out this formation quite a bit, but no, they're going to run a crossbuck up the middle to number 30.
A lot of room. He may go. Touchdown, Harlan.
That is Ben Smith. Give Ben Smith the 33-yard touchdown run as the Green Dragons draw first blood with 19 seconds to go in the first quarter.
There was a hole there, Charlie, that you or I could have gotten through.
I believe we could have drove that car through that one, Barry.
I think so, without a U-turn.
Yep. And 33 yards for Ben Smith, and the fireworks go off in the end zone as, you know, first time this has happened, first time Pikeville has been down in the postseason, so...
On to try the extra point is Chris Griffin.
And there's the snap. It's down. It's up. Looks to be good. And The officials say no, it's going to be wide, so your score will be 6-0 with 19 seconds to go. We're going to take a quick break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Hey, Dave.
Just like our babies, we're growing to better meet your health care needs. We're Pikeville Methodist Hospital.
An injury, no matter how severe, is serious. Often, when someone's injured, they ignore the warning signs. Soreness, neck or back pain, maybe even blurred vision. And when they realize their injuries need medical attention, it's too late to be fairly compensated. At Vanover Harlan Bartley, we encourage you to protect yourself against unnecessary medical expenses. If you've been injured, call us today because your health shouldn't be at risk.
1-877-986-1428. Santa may know if you've been naughty or nice, but he may not know where to start shopping. This year, make it easy on old Saint Nick by sending him to Appalachian Wireless for all your communications needs. Ask Santa for a Nokia 252 cell phone and a Motorola Bravo LS350 pager. They're free with a one-year contract. Pay $49.95 and we'll bill the rest. Write Santa and ask him to go to Appalachian Wireless today or call 800-452-2355.
Investing is about more than money. It's about your future, because achieving tomorrow's goals requires planning today. Stifel Nicholas, a regional full-service brokerage and investment banking firm, has helped individuals reach goals that require financial strength for over a century. Goals like a secure retirement, a college education for your child, or the continued success of your own business. Stifel Nicholas, helping you prepare for tomorrow today.
Kickoff, another short kickoff down the middle will be fielded by one of the up backs for Pikeville, and he's going to try to go up the middle. He's going to get up to about the 40-yard line, maybe the 41, as Pikeville will start this possession with 14 seconds to go in the first quarter, down 6-0. So let's see if they try to open it up and move the ball quite a bit this time, Barry.
They'll start it right on the 40.
So let's see if Pikeville can open this offense up as Harlan scores on the big 33-yard touchdown run by
Ben Smith.
So, you know, really that's the only big play we've had in this ball game all night, as both teams' defense been tough and giving up very little yardage. Pikeville back in the passing formations. They got two wide outs to each side and one back in the backfield with Branham. Branham looking to throw. He's going to go deep looking for Chase Gibson, and there's going to be a flag.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. Looks like it'll be on number 34.
That's Aaron Jacobs.
So let's see if it's going to be on the defense or not. I think so, as Chase Gibson, looking back for the ball, did not see the defender in front of him. And Harlan coaches over there arguing the call, but I think it's going to stand, and that'll be a first down for Pikeville. I think that's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, and an automatic first down.
Right, and that was very obvious. I really don't think Harlan has a complaint there, as Chase Gibson clearly was going for the ball, and Jacobs was playing Chase Gibson pretty much right up in his face, didn't even look towards the ball.
Yeah, he was playing the receiver and not the ball. And you've got to give him, a little bit of room. You can't touch him while the ball is in the air. Again, Pikeville in the spread offense, they've got two wide receivers to each side and a single back in the backfield.
They look a little bit confused, as Akers was looking towards the quarterback to see what the play was.
Time as he rolls out. He's going deep for Chase Gibson again.
Complete.
Catches it on about the 18-yard line. So big catch there for Chase Gibson with 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pikeville able to move the ball quickly. So Pikeville now in their 2-minute offense trying to use speed and quickness to their advantage as they're up on the line of scrimmage now, and they're not going to get this play off as the quarter ends.
We've played one from Harlan, and your score at the end of one is Harlan 6, Pikeville nothing. Let's take a break. We'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network. Did that one sound?
If you lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence, you don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side. The joy of cola. Be there.
I like this job. The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve, with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
Harlan, Kentucky is, I tell you what, we've had a whale of a first quarter, Barry.
We have, as maybe the scoring play, the 33-yard touchdown run by Ben Smith has brought Pikeville, brought them to life, basically, Charlie, as they had done nothing up to that point.
You know, both teams for 11 minutes that first half, first
all
quarter.
Defense.
Yep. And here Pikeville throwing the little screen pass out to
Akers.
And Akers is going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards as he goes down the corner.
Akers.
He goes down the sideline. Looks like he's going to pick up about 6. That'll bring up second down and 10, second down and 3 for Pikeville with 11:45 to go in the first half. And that first quarter, like I said, 11 minutes of pure defense. And then all of a sudden, Harlan scores on the 33-yard run. And then Pikeville moves the ball another 30 or 40 yards. And that's all the offense we've had.
Well, the big play on this drive was the pass interference call. That was the beginning of this series. And then Chase Gibson, the big
Branham
reception.
Gets the ball up middle on the handoff to, looks like that's
Gibson? Rogers, I'm sorry.
Chase Rogers trying on the draw play, and he's going to, looks like he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll call it third down and give him 3rd and 4 now for Pikeville.
About a yard.
As, you know, nothing really there on that draw play as Harlan watching for it. That's been a staple of the Panther offense all year.
Boy, this would be a big stop if Harlan can hold Pikeville on this series.
And Pikeville in pass formation. They got 2 wideouts to each side, and Branham back. He's got time. He's got a man open, and there's Akers. And Akers makes a move. He's going to try to get down inside. He's still on his feet. I tell you what, a lot of dancing. He got down close to the 10-yard line. I believe he'll be close to a first down.
I think he's going to be short, Charlie.
The carry is down to the
and they're going to say he's a yard short. So it'll be 4th and 1 now. But I tell you what, he did a lot of dancing trying to get that first down there. So let's see if Pikeville will go. Looks like they're going to go for it, as you don't see Walls coming into the ball game.
I'm pretty sure they will go for it here, as it's 4th and 2 from about the, let's call it 9-yard line.
Both teams crowd on their feet. Branham under center, long snap count, and he's going to call the timeout.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're going to probably try the field goal here.
Well, the play clock was running down on him, Charlie, and that would have backed them up. And the first quarter, I noticed a couple times that Pikeville appeared, especially their wideouts, wasn't sure of what the play was.
Yeah, they've had a lot of confusion out there on the field tonight. Let's take a quick break while we got a timeout on the field there, Barry. So we're going to kick it back to the station for just a moment.
Just like our babies, we're growing to better meet your health care needs. We're Pikeville Methodist Hospital.
An injury, no matter how severe, is serious. Often, when someone's injured, they ignore the warning signs. Soreness, neck or back pain, maybe even blurred vision. And when they realize their injuries need medical attention, it's too late to be fairly compensated. At Vanover Holland Bartley, we encourage you to protect yourself against unnecessary medical expenses. If you've been injured, call us today because your health shouldn't be at risk.
1-877-986-1428. Santa may know if you've been naughty or nice, but he may not know where to start shopping. This year, make it easy on old Saint Nick by sending him to Appalachian Wireless for all your communications needs. Ask Santa for a Nokia 252 cell phone and a Motorola Bravo LS 350 pager. They're free with a one-year contract. Pay $49.95 and we'll bill the rest. Write Santa and ask him to go to Appalachian Wireless today or call 800-452-2355.
Investing is about more than money. It's about your future. Because achieving tomorrow's goals requires planning today. Stifel Nicholas, a regional full-service brokerage and investment banking firm, has helped individuals reach goals that require financial strength for over a century. Goals like a secure retirement, a college education for your child, or the continued success of your own business. Stifel Nicholas, helping you prepare for tomorrow, today.
Now Branham, the handoff up the middle.
Jared Frazier,
and he's going to score. So it's an 11-yard touchdown run for the Pikeville Panthers as we've got a tie ball game. And, you know, we had a first quarter of nothing but defense. The last minute of the first quarter and the first 2 minutes of this quarter has been nothing but offense, Barry.
As Jared Frazier with a 10-yard touchdown run gets Pikeville on the board, and Charlie, that missed extra point by Seth Griffin could come back to Harlan here.
Well, that's true, as Pikeville now on to attempt the extra point with, looks like Matt Walls, I'm sure. Matt Walls has been the place kicker and the punter all season for Pikeville. And a big extra point try here, as that will give Pikeville the 1-point lead if he can put it through the uprights. There's the snap, the hold. It's up. It looks to be good. And the officials say it is. So that will make your score 7-6 in favor of the Pikeville Panthers.
Again, that extra point, there's where it comes into play, as all of a sudden Pikeville has jumped on top by one, 7-6. And this, folks, this is still a defensive battle. That's all you can call it.
You know, so far we've had two series. Both teams, well, Pikeville actually moved the ball about 60 yards on that drive as they took over on about their own 40-yard line after the short kick. But Harlan took the ball 33 yards on one play to score because they had been stopped. That's where they got the ball at. So really it's just been, that's been all the offense of the whole game, as neither team had positive yardage until this last drive.
We're still early into the game, but this is the best game we've seen in a while, Charlie.
By far. I mean, you know, we did the Pikeville game last week, and you know, every Pikeville game we've done so far has been a blowout. And I'm glad to see them getting a little bit of a test here. Because,
well, you may see them get more of a test than they want.
Well, that's true. I'm sure it is, but you know, it makes for more exciting football to see this kind of a ball game, though.
As the Green Dragons have played well.
Yes. And they've got Gary Greer deep along with Aaron Jacobs and
that's Shope.
Ross Thomas. Oh, is that Shope? And Moss' kick down the middle looks like to be fielded by Greer on about the 5-yard line, as it's a deep kick. And Greer trying to come up the middle with it, and he is going to be hit and dropped at about the 25, 26-yard line. So pretty good coverage by the Pikeville kicking team.
You know, the unusual thing about this is that the Green Dragons use their starting quarterback to return kicks. You don't see many teams that do that.
No, you don't. That always gives you an option, though. I've not seen it done in a long time, but it'd be interesting to see him catch one and stop and throw it, because you can do that. So that's something I would watch for in this ball game. Is, you know, I'm sure that he's going to pull out all the stops here.
Well, the big point I'm making is that you risk an injury to your starting quarterback.
Absolutely. And Greer under center with, and handoff on the side to
That's
Shope. And Shope will get, he may have picked up a yard, maybe not. Nope, looks like he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll be second down and 10 as back to our defensive battle now. And Pikeville's defense coming up strong is expecting Harlan to run the ball straight down the middle at them and playing accordingly as they've got a lot of players up on the line of scrimmage daring them to throw the ball.
This game's starting to take shape, and on the drive over, we discussed it, really didn't know what to expect.
And back to throw is Greer, and he's looking for a man. He's not, nobody open. He's under pressure. He's throwing it deep. Oh,
he was open.
And the pass intended there for Justin Curry.
Justin Curry, the intended receiver, but Nick King was right there with him step for step and just fell down.
He was behind the defense, and had he come up with that one, a lot of room ahead of him.
Absolutely. You know, look, Pikeville dodging another bullet there as that one was, you know, that had 6 written all over it if he could have caught it. Actually, if Nick could have kept his feet, I believe he had a chance to jump up and get the ball himself, as it would have been up for grabs then.
But back to Charlie, we were talking about the schedule, and we really didn't know that this Harlan team was this tough.
Well, that's true. And again, Greer looking up. Confusion in the backfield as I
hand off to Shope.
And Shope's got positive yardage as he's going to get up close to the 30-yard line. But that'll bring up fourth down and short for Harlan, so that'll be an interesting call. I'm sure they're going to punt the ball here back to the Panthers. So Pikeville defense coming up big when it had to, as it's going to be 4th and 2.
And less than 2.
And you can tell from up here, Pikeville really making some hard hits on that last series.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll take its toll over the period of the game. As, of course, Harlan has played some tough teams. Their only loss coming to a tough Lawrence County team. Good
they kick it away from Akers
this time, and it gets a good Harlan roll as it's going to roll down inside the 25-yard line to about the 22, and that's where Pikeville will take over with 8 minutes 34 seconds to go in the first half. And let's see if they can build on the momentum from the last drive.
Nice kick there, as you said, they pinned them all the way back to the 22-yard line where they will start.
So, you know, like I say, been a defensive struggle so far as Harlan unable to stop Pikeville on that last drive, but up until now, I don't think Pikeville had positive yardage to that last drive. Do you?
I don't think so. 8:34 remaining in the first half. Your score, Pikeville 7, Harlan 6.
3 wide receivers to the right, and the snap back to Branham. Branham got time. He's throwing deep. He's got a man.
Wide open, Nick King.
Is wide open. And Nick King, he's still fighting for yardage. He's going to get down inside the 25, and he's still up, let's say, about the 23-yard line, 24-yard line.
It is around the 24, as it's not marked on the field. We have to look at them from the sidelines, but I believe it is around the 24.
I'll tell you what, Nick King was a good 2 steps ahead of anybody in the defensive backfield. And if that ball had been thrown out just a little bit ahead of him, it would have been 6 points.
You're exactly right. He had to wait on that one.
But he came back and made the catch on the ball, thrown slightly underthrown, and big play for Pikeville. As again, Branham in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to each side. He's got plenty of time. He's got all day. He's under pressure now.
Tucks it in to go.
And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, I think, and that'll bring up second down and 10. But Branham had all kinds of time that time. That was just excellent defense by the Harlan.
You're right. Good coverage downfield.
That was what they call a coverage, I guess, coverage sack or coverage run. As he wasn't sacked as he got back to the original line of scrimmage. But, you know,
he was scrambling for his life, and he looked off 2 receivers, went to his third one, good coverage there, so he had to tuck it in and run.
But, you know, we were talking earlier about Harlan running with the man-to-man coverage, and that's impressive to be able to stay with the quick receivers of Pikeville like that for that long a period of time. As Pikeville, again, in passing formation, they got 2 wide outs to each side. Branham in the shotgun, and here's the snap. He's looking downfield. He's got time again. Under pressure, he throws it. Throws it behind his receiver.
Jared Frazier
out of the backfield. So that'll bring up third down and 10.
Chase Gibson was wide open over the middle.
You know, Branham just didn't have time to look for him, evidently, as he went through his pattern one time and got back to the end. We got an interesting fight going on the sideline. 2 mascots duking it out over here in a play fight match. I've never seen a big dragon like that. I think that's kind of interesting. But Third down and 10 for Pikeville as I'll get back to the subject of the ball game.
7:19 remaining here in the first half. Pikeville leads at 7-6.
Pikeville again in shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to each side and a single back in the backfield with Branham. Branham takes the snap. He's looking. He's got time. Oh, he's got all day. And finally throws the ball behind.
Intercepted.
And it's taken away from him. Number 6, Chris Griffin, and Chris Griffin may go. He's down the sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
Dropped right on the 20 as chasing him down to make the stop was Matt Branham, the quarterback.
And Matt Branham didn't get him. That was 6. As he took the ball away from the Pikeville receiver as he was slightly underthrown.
You're right. He just literally took it away from him.
Both the receiver and the defender had their hands on the ball. And sorry for the TV on that. I guess I stood up and blocked the TV out, but that was an exciting play. As Griffin just
You're going to have to calm down here, Charlie. I know it's been a while since we've seen a game this good, but now you're going to have to get it under control here, pal.
7 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter, or the first half, and Harlan has it 1st and 10 on the Pikeville 20-yard line after the interception. Greer with the handoff up the middle to...
I believe that's Shope.
Let's see.
No, Brandon Johnson. First man through was Brandon Johnson.
And Johnson will pick up about 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 from the down to the 16. We'll call it a gain of 4. So 2nd down and 6 for Harlan with 6:43 to go in the half. And Harlan now threatening again as deep in Pikeville territory.
A little unusual for Matt Branham as he's been picked twice tonight.
And again, Harlan with the handoff up the middle. Nope. And cuts back again. It's
touchdown Harlan as that's
Ben Smith again on the run. As 16-yard touchdown run for Ben Smith.
He tacked that on. His first one was from 33 yards out.
So, you know, Harlan doing a good job on the crossbucks like that. Looks like the ball looks like it's going to go to the first man through, and then he pivots and gives it to Smith coming through the other side of the line, and it's 6 points. So Pikeville now down 12-7 as Harlan jumps on them quick after the interception. 2 plays, and it's one play, and it's a touchdown. So
they go for the 2, Charlie.
2-point conversion, and it's going to be the halfback pass. It's knocked up and intercepted, I think, by Pikeville, but
yeah, it's batted down.
So your score will be 12-7. Harlan with 6:28 to go in the first quarter, our first half, and we're going to take a quick break on the Intermountain Sports Network. Back here with you at home.
If you lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence, you don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side.
The joy of cola.
This job. The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
Squibb kick picked up, mishandled. and picked up by Jeremiah Akers, I think, coming up out of the backfield, and Akers trying to run with the ball and nowhere to go as he is drilled right on the 30-yard line. And I'll tell you what, Jeremiah Akers doesn't get hit like that often, Barry.
He's gonna remember that one.
You know, that was a heck of a hit by the Harlan defender. I'm not sure who made that hit, but Jeremiah Akers, I'm sure, will know his name.
As there was 3 players that came up to hit him.
So Pikeville now down 12-7 after the interception deep in their own territory, and they give up the 6 points. Pikeville in pass formations, they got 2 wide receivers to each side and a single back in the backfield with Branham. And Branham takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and again throws it over this time to
Nick King.
And Nick King picks up about 8 yards as that'll bring up the 2nd down and 2 as he gets out across the 40-yard line.
Around the 41.
So actually we'll call it a gain of 9. That'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Right on the 41, Charlie.
So a good play there by Pikeville as they've got a 2nd and 1. So that gives them a lot of options here. They can either run the ball or throw it. With 5 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the first half, we've had a whale of a ball game. Pikeville again in the shotgun formation. We've got 2 wide receivers to each side and a single back in the backfield with Branham. That is Chase Rogers. And Branham takes the snap. He's looking to throw again. And he's going to go deep. He's going for Chase Gibson and almost intercepted again as he overthrows it.
As closest player to that was Aaron Jacobs.
Aaron Jacobs had his hands on it, but it was overthrown by 4 or 5 yards over top of Gibson's head. You know, Branham unable to connect with his receivers tonight, which is very unusual, as he's one of the top quarterbacks in the state. I think he's ranked number 6 in the final statistics poll I saw the other day. So with 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go, it's 3 minutes in the first half. It's 3rd and 1 for Pikeville on about the 41-yard line. The I formation behind Rod and Barrett.
That's Nick King. You're Jared Frazier.
I'll tell you what, we're all confused.
That's Jared Frazier.
May have the first down as it's going to be close. Let's see if they're going to bring the sticks out and measure it, or they're just going to give it to him.
It is first down.
It looks like a first down from here. Let's see what the officials say. They're going to say it is a first down, so give Jared Frazier 2 yards on the pickup, bringing up 1st and 10 now from the 42-yard line. As 5 minutes and 17 seconds and the clock running in the first half. Pikeville down 12-7. And let's see what they're going to be able to do here. Is they've been throwing the ball effectively, so they're going to go with the 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side, and single back in the backfield along with quarterback Matt Branham. And Matt Branham has time. He's looking for a wide receiver. He
just dropped that one.
Yep.
Right in the hands of Seth Scott.
Seth Scott had it right in his hands, but he just couldn't hold on.
Scott, incomplete.
So, you know, 2nd down and 10 now for the Pikeville Panthers after the missed pass by Scott. And, you know, just not the crisp offensive unit we've expected to see out of Pikeville tonight.
No, it isn't. 4:57 remaining here in the first half. Harlan leads it 12-7.
And again, Pikeville in the formation with 2 wide receivers to each side, and Branham in the shotgun with a single back beside of him. He takes the snap. He's looking downfield again. He's got time. He's got a man open. Nick King, and Nick King is out close to first down yardage. I think he's going to be
that could have been a late hit.
Let's see. There's no flags on the field, so let's see where they're going to mark him at exactly.
Let's see.
It's going to be close, as I'm sure they're going to bring the chains on the measure, I believe, as they're holding their hands up, indicating that it looks like it's less than a yard. So they're going to take with the timeout for measurement. Let's talk about it a little bit. You know, Pikeville been ineffective on the ground. They had the one touchdown run, but really that was set up by the passing game as Pikeville trying to throw the ball around, and just like I say, just not looking crisp on offense.
They haven't up to this point, but while we do measure, let's take a break and we'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Just like our babies, we're growing to better meet your health care needs. We're Pikeville Methodist Hospital.
An injury, no matter how severe, is serious. Often, when someone's injured, they ignore the warning signs. Soreness, neck or back pain, maybe even blurred vision. And when they realize their injuries need medical attention, it's too late to be fairly compensated. At Vanover Holland Bartley, we encourage you to protect yourself against unnecessary medical expenses. If you've been injured, call us today, because your health shouldn't be at risk.
1-877-986-1428. Santa may know if you've been naughty or nice, but he may not know where to start shopping. This year, make it easy on old Santa Nick by sending him to Appalachian Wireless for all your communications needs. Ask Santa for a Nokia 252 cell phone and a Motorola Bravo LS350 pager. They're free with a 1-year contract. Pay $49.95 and we'll bill the rest. Write Santa and ask him to go to Appalachian Wireless today or call 800-452-2355.
Investing is about more than money. It's about your future, because achieving tomorrow's goals requires planning today. Stifel Nicholas, a regional full-service brokerage and investment banking firm, has helped individuals reach goals that require financial strength for over a century. Goals like a secure retirement, a college education for your child, or the continued success of your own business. Stifel Nicholas, helping you prepare for tomorrow today.
Chase Rogers in the backfield behind him. They're waiting on the officials to start the time, and here we go. Branham under center, waiting, long snap count. He's going to sneak it in. He's going to have the first down, as I think he's going to get a hit for a yard.
Not by much.
And that's Matt Branham on the carry.
As I believe he will have it, as the ball is...
They gave him forward progress.
Yeah, a good spot. First down, Pikeville.
First down.
So, you know, Pikeville able to come up with 2 first downs here on this drive on short yardage situations. That, you know, really in a half-2 situation on their running game. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to go back to the 4 wideouts to the east side, and Branham in the shotgun formation again. And here's the snap. And again, Branham has time. He's got all day. He's looking for...
Picked off. Aaron Jacobs. No, that's Schultz.
Schultz. Okay, Schultz will get it back across the 50. Right on about the 49-yard line. As, again, the passing woes continue for Pikeville, as that's the 3rd interception given up by Matt Branham.
And that one was just underthrown, Charlie.
49-yard line.
Branham not looking crisp at the quarterback position tonight. And, you know, Pikeville playing in unfamiliar territory as they're down 12-7 with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the first half.
And I can tell you, J.B. Donahue is really working that sideline as he's trying to keep his team fired up.
Harlan under center. Greer under center takes the snap.
He kept it on the option.
And pitches it out.
Schultz
in the open field. He's got 1 man.
We've got a flag at the line of scrimmage.
Schultz will get down to about the 31-yard line, but I think that'll come back. It looks like that'll be holding in the backfield as where that flag's going down, and you see Greer standing back there waiting for the call. And it will be holding against the Harlan Green Dragons. So big break there for the Pikeville Panthers.
Are guilty of the infraction.
One of the few penalties we've had tonight. We've not had a lot, and
that's the second one.
Yeah.
The other was pass interference on Chase against the defender on Chase Gibson.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 20 against Harlan now, as the holding penalty will back them up. Big break for the Panthers, as he had good yardage on that pickup after the option pitch. Of course, I guess that happens when somebody holds you, doesn't it?
That does work to your advantage.
So with 3 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the first half, Harlan will try to add to their 5-point lead here. Waiting for the officials to start the clock. And here we go. Harlan up under center is Greer. He's got... Looks like he's in pass formation. He's got a single back in the backfield, 2 slots and a wideout, and he's going to hand it off to...
That's Scott.
And Ben Scott will get on...
Ben Smith has picked up the 2 touchdown runs for Harlan. One a 33-yard run, one a 16. So their big play go-to guy is Ben Smith.
It's about a 6-yard pickup for Smith. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 14 now for Harlan. And, you know, Harlan able to move the ball fairly well against this Pikeville team on the ground, as they've not thrown the ball a whole lot tonight. Greer under center. Long count, takes the snap, and this time the handoff up the middle to Again, Ben Smith, and Ben Smith will pick up about 3, and it'll bring up second down and third down and 11 now for, we'll call it third down and 10 for the Green Dragons here.
Clock running, we're at the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Again, your score is Harlan 12, Pikeville 7.
And third down and 10 for Harlan, and the Pikeville defense facing a tough offensive unit here as Greer under center takes the snap and back to throw. He's got time, and though is short.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Good coverage there by Matt Walls.
Yep. You know, Walls did a fine job as he was all over him. So they'll bring up fourth down and 10, a punting situation now for Harlan. With 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the first half, Pikeville will have one more shot at trying to get back one of those touchdowns they've given up.
That's the punt for the Green Dragons.
We know that at the end of this ball game, that missed extra point, those 2 missed extra points may loom large, as this has been a tight one so far. And Harlan's punt
almost blocked.
And it's going to be angled to the sidelines away from, and it's going to take a big bounce for Harlan. Well, they're going to say it goes out of bounds on about the 21-yard line. So with 2:31 to go in the first half, Pikeville will take over on their own 21-yard line and try to put some points on the board here and try to get the lead back in this game as they're now down 12-7.
Chris Lee almost got to that one to block that punt.
You know, a lot of time by the punter on that one, too. He took the snap and then really took his time getting the kickoff, as Pikeville really not trying to block it. They were trying to set up a return, and they were, you know, Harlan obviously respecting the speed of Pikeville kicking it away from the deep backs. Pikeville with 2 wide receivers to each side, and Branham in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's got time. He's looking.
Plenty
he's got
of time.
all kinds of time. He's going deep. He's going for Akers. And let's see.
That could have been a hold on Jacobs.
A lot of contact over there, but there's no flag, so that'll bring up second down and 10 for the Pikeville Panthers.
Boy, Aaron Jacobs was all over him.
Yep. I thought so, too, as they were both jockeying for position. A lot of hand-checking going on there. And you know, usually with the ball in the air, there'll be a flag, but obviously not tonight. So 2:25 to go in the first half. Second down and 10 from the 21-yard line for Pikeville. Again, 2 wide receivers to each side, and Branham in the shotgun. Branham takes the snap. He's looking. He's got time again. He's throwing across the middle. He's got his man. That's Chase Gibson.
First down.
Chase Gibson will pick up about 15 yards. So 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. Pikeville has another first down as they're down to the 35-yard line.
15-yard gain.
So they're, you know, they're picking up, when they pick up yardage, they pick it up in a chunk so far, Barry.
But that has been few and far between, Charlie.
Yeah, I'd say, I wish we had a place where we'd keep up stats, because it'd been interesting. I'd say this is the lowest offensive output of a Pikeville team all season. Branham takes the snap in the shotgun. He's got time. He's looking. He's going to get hit from behind, and he's going to go down.
He is crushed in the backfield.
He's going to go down at the 30-yard line, so that'll be a 5-yard loss. That'll be second down and 15 now.
Boy, getting through there was Johnny Rodriguez to really put a lick on him.
Well, you know, Branham had all kinds of time back there in the backfield, and, you know, just couldn't find an open receiver as he looked and looked and looked. And, you know, you've got to give his offensive line gave him enough time if his receivers could have gotten open.
Harlan secondary is just playing excellent coverage.
Yeah, they've just about shut down this Pikeville offensive unit.
And what makes it even more impressive is they're playing man coverage. We've got a flag.
I'd say that'll be maybe delay of game. Let's see.
At Pikeville slow coming to the line of scrimmage. It is delay of game.
The Pikeville fans think it's a quick call, but that'll bring up second down and 19 now, as that's a 5-yard penalty. So.
Well, not a lot to complain about there, Charlie, as they were just so slow coming up to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. So let's see what Pikeville's going to do. Is they're going to go back to the 4 wide receivers and 1 single back in the backfield with Branham. And Branham waiting for the snap in the shotgun. He takes it, and they're setting up a screen. And the ball thrown out to
Jared Frazier.
And he
fumbled, but he fell on it.
He'll pick it up himself, but he'll lose about 4 yards. That'll bring up second down and about 23.
It's going to be a third, yeah.
And the pass was complete to Jared Frazier.
So with 3rd down and 23 with 57 seconds to go in the ball game, or in the first half, Pikeville in trouble. Harlan's going to take a timeout and try to get the ball back. So we'll take another timeout on the Intermountain Sports Network.
If you lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence, you don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side.
The joy of cola.
This job. The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve, with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
3rd and 22 with 54 seconds to go in the first half. Branham looking downfield. He's hit as he throws the ball. Chase Gibson fighting for it. And they're going to say that was all incidental contact as both of them going for the ball. That'll bring up 4th down and 22 for Pikeville with 49 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like they're going to have to give the ball back to Harlan, Barry.
They are, as Pikeville just really not in their usual stride tonight, and give a lot of credit to this Harlan defense.
This Harlan defense is playing well as they've gotten pressure on the quarterback, and their pass defense has been excellent. Matt Walls deep for Pikeville to kick, and
that's Greer and Schultz back to return.
Back deep. And
mishandles
it, and he is hit as he lets go of the ball. They're going to say that it was blocked, and it's going to take a Pikeville bounce. So actually, Pikeville will come out of it decent, as the ball will go down to about the 48-yard line. And I'll tell you what, they were lucky there that he was able to get that kick off at all, as when he mishandled it, he was just barely able to get the kick away, and I think it was touched by the Harlan defender as he ran into the kicker afterwards.
It was partially blocked, and Pikeville got a good bounce there.
So 1st and 10 for Harlan on the Pikeville 47-yard line. 38 seconds to go in the half. Let's see what Harlan tries to do here. Let's see if they run the ball or try to throw it. And Greer back, he hands it off to Smith, and Smith hit in the backfield, but spins away from it, but hit again.
Right at the line of scrimmage, he'll be stopped.
He may have gotten past the line of scrimmage. If he did, it wasn't much, as we'll call it 2nd down and 9 for Harlan.
And again, Harlan is taking a timeout, so they want to put something else on the board here in the first half as they use another timeout.
Yeah, and we'll take a quick timeout on the Intermountain Sports Network. With it.
Just like our babies, we're growing to better meet your health care needs. We're Pikeville Methodist Hospital.
An injury, no matter how severe, is serious. Often, when someone's injured, they ignore the warning signs. Soreness, neck or back pain, maybe even blurred vision. And when they realize their injuries need medical attention, it's too late to be fairly compensated. At Vanover Holland Bartley, we encourage you to protect yourself against unnecessary medical expenses. If you've been injured, call us today because your health shouldn't be at risk.
1-877-986-1428. Santa may know if you've been naughty or nice, but he may not know where to start shopping. This year, make it easy on old Saint Nick by sending him to Appalachian Wireless for all your communications needs. Ask Santa for a Nokia 252 cell phone and a Motorola Bravo LS 350 pager. They're free with a 1-year contract. Pay $49.95 and we'll bill the rest. Write Santa and ask him to go to Appalachian Wireless today or call 800-452-2355.
Investing is about more than money. It's about your future. Because achieving tomorrow's goals requires planning today. Stifel Nicholas, a regional full-service brokerage and investment banking firm, has helped individuals reach goals that require financial strength for over a century. Goals like a secure retirement, a college education for your child, or the continued success of your own business. Stifel Nicholas, helping you prepare for tomorrow, today.
He's got 2 backs behind him and a wide receiver out to the right, and the handoff, fakes the handoff to Smith. He's going to throw. He's going for it all.
That's
he's got
Jacob.
A man open, and Jacobs was out.
And that's not Jacobs. That was intended for Damiano Delaney.
And Delaney was showing a lot of speed there as he was out ahead of the Pikeville defenders.
We looked at that roster. I wanted to get that name in, Charlie. I'm glad they played Damiano Delaney.
That's a big one. That's the hardest one on there for us to pronounce. We want to see if we can do it. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for Harlan here as 18 seconds to go in the first half. I'll tell you, we've had a whale of a ball game.
We have, and I'm sure Pikeville will make several adjustments at halftime.
And this time the handoff again to Smith. And Smith just bounces off of some tackles, and he'll get maybe a yard as he goes out of bounds. Bringing up
4th down.
Give him 2. That'll bring 4th down and 6 for Harlan. Let's see if they try to run the clock out or kick it back to Pikeville and give them one more shot at it. And looks like the punting unit.
4th and about 6.
Punting unit coming onto the field. So Harlan will punt it. Well, they have to with 12 seconds because they have to, with the ball went out of bounds, they won't be able to start the clock until after he touches it. And nobody really deep for Pikeville as the punt is away.
And it's going to be kicked out of bounds at about the 25, 26-yard line.
So Pikeville will have 6 seconds. Let's see if they can do anything with it.
Well, they move it back up to the 29. Pikeville will take over on their own 29.
So 1st and 10 for Pikeville after a 14-yard punt. Pikeville have it 1st and 10 with 6 seconds. They can throw 1, maybe 2 passes if it's a quick one. But I look for Pikeville to go with.
Timeout.
Pikeville's going to take a timeout and talk about it.
Well, I don't really know that I would try to air it out right here, Charlie, because in the first half up to this point, Branham has not been real sharp. He's been picked 3 times, so I think what I would do is just go in to the locker room with a count of 12-7, let Coach McNamee make the changes that I'm sure there's several he wants to make, and come out and play the second half.
Oh, absolutely. As you know, this has been
why risk? Why risk it, Charlie? Putting one up in the air when he's been picked 3 times here in the first half.
Well, that's true. But you know, I tell you what, these Pikeville offensive coaches are gamblers. Now they'll try. You know, they live and die by that pass. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to put one up here. But you know, on the other hand, it wouldn't surprise me for him to take this.
Well, I'm sure the reason they call the timeout is they are going to try to air it out here.
And let's see what kind of a. Well, they're going to go with their regular passing lineup as they've got 2 wideouts to each side, and Branham in the shotgun by him, well, with 1 single back there, and that's Garrett Frazier. Branham takes the snap. He's got time. He steps up in the pocket. He lets go, and he throws
just as I said.
Interception. And the ball intercepted on the 50-yard
with 1 second.
Line. With 1 second to go on the clock. And I'll tell you.
It was picked off by Justin Luttrell.
You know, and again, that's what, 4 picks in the first half or 5?
Did I call that one or what?
got to give you credit on that one. But, you know, everybody in the stadium knew they were going to air it out, and Harlan back in that prevent defense. And I'd say Harlan will take the 5-point lead and go in at halftime as everybody up under the line of scrimmage.
He just takes the knee.
Takes the knee. And at the end of the half, your score, Harlan 12, Pikeville 7.
First half has been quite a defensive game as Harlan has scored on 2 touchdown runs, those being by Ben Smith, a 33-yard touchdown run, and he scampered in from 16 yards out. For Pikeville, they got on the board with Jared Frazier on a 10-yard run, and the extra point was good, giving them a total of 7. And the big story is that Matt Branham has been picked 4 times here in the first half. Other than that, this has really not been that much of a it's been all defense, so not a lot to talk about statistically, Charlie.
You know, the only drive really, Pikeville had a 60-yard. Their drive was a 60-yard touchdown drive. Both of Harlan's scores came off of field position as they had the ball inside their 30-yard line twice and scored after mistakes by Pikeville. They scored from the 33-yard. They got that on a turnover at the 33-yard line. They scored on the 10-yard line after the interception that was returned back to that 16-yard run after the interception. So it's all, like I say, it's been a defensive game, and Harlan's defense has come out on top as they lead 12-7.
So with your first half in the book, the score, Harlan 12, Pikeville 7. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with second half action from Harlan.
If you lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence, you don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side.
The joy of cola.
This job. The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve, with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
Back here at Harlan, we're almost set for second half action. Not much offense in the first half. Barry Boyd along with Charlie Pinson and Wayne Fugit with all the action, as in the first half, Harlan, they lead this one 12-7, but they only had 1 first down in the first half. Pikeville had 7. Pikeville passed the ball 23 times. They completed it. They had 9 completions, a total of 134 yards, and Matt Branham was intercepted 4 times through the air. Harlan was 1 for 6, I believe, Charlie.
And 6 yards. I think they had, 78 yards rushing?
They had 89 yards rushing, and it's really, Pikeville, the amazing statistic is they only had 1 rushing yard in the first half. Who would have thought that?
Well, you know, I'll tell you what, the Harlan defense has really been tough on Pikeville, as their pass defense has been good, but their defense against the run and their rush on the quarterback, you know, a lot of that negative yardage in rushing has come from quarterback sacks, as Branham has been sacked 2 or 3 times tonight, and the Harlan defense has just been playing awful tough on the run in general. As they've only given up 1 or 2 runs for over 5 yards. Most of the time, Pikeville has come up with negative yardage on the running game.
And Jacobs.
Looks like we're ready to start the second half.
We are, as we're set to tee it up and get the second half underway.
And Pikeville set to kick it off, and deep for Harlan is Gary Greer, Shoup,
and Jacobs.
And the kick is going to be a short kick. Looks like it may go out of bounds, and it will. So Harlan will have the opportunity to start with real good field position again.
At the 35.
Bounds over there. It will.
Let's see. They'll move it back out to the 35, I guess, as Barry says, because it looks like the ball went out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So Harlan has that option. I think they can make Pikeville kick it over, but I'm sure they'll take the ball at the 35 and start play. And they will. So we 1st and 10 for the Harlan Green Dragons as a legal procedure call against Pikeville.
And that illegal procedure, of course, as Charlie said, they have the option. They can take it at the 35 or force them to kick it over.
Greer under center takes the snap and the handoff to Smith. And Smith trying to get to the outside, and he's not going to make it, and he's shut down as he is hit right at the line of scrimmage by Chase Gibson and
Chase Gibson and Smiley, yeah.
So good defense by the Pikeville Panthers to start this second half as they stretch out the outside run and make him go to the sideline until they can corral him right at the line of scrimmage.
Smith looking for running room and never could get to the corner.
You know, it's hard to get to the corner on this Pikeville defense because of their speed.
And, of course, Harlan has it on the right hash mark.
Greer again under center, this time the handoff. Nope.
The option to Shoup.
And Shoup's not going to get it. He may get back to the original line of scrimmage if he's lucky, but there is a flag on the field. And looks like that probably will be a holding penalty against Harlan at that point where the flag is thrown.
It is against Harlan, yes.
It'll be illegal procedure, I think.
Penalty on the play.
Let's see what they're going to call.
Well, they're talking to Pikeville.
So it's going to be against Harlan. I think it's an illegal procedure penalty against Harlan, so it'll be a 5 yards.
The Green Dragons, the illegal shift.
Declined.
Be declined, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now as Pikeville able to stop Shoup at the line of scrimmage. So this Pikeville defense coming out of the box strong, Barry.
It is, as that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Harlan has been shut down here.
That's a long 9 too, as the ball barely put ahead of the original line of scrimmage. Again, Greer under center, this time dropping back to pass, and he's under pressure. He gets it off.
Picked off.
And that is
Jared Frazier.
Jared Frazier. And Jared Frazier will take the interception.
No, you're right, Charlie. It's Chris Smiley. That was Chris Smiley down.
Chris Smiley gets the interception, and he'll get it back to about the 35, maybe 40-yard line. I can't see the mark. 46-yard line is what they're going to call it. So, nope.
We do have a flag on the play.
And there's a flag on the play, so it looks like or are they going to make the call?
Preliminary signal
it's against Harlan.
The Panthers are guilty of the infraction.
No.
That's going to be a big penalty against Pikeville, as that will give Harlan a 1st down, whereas they had given away defensive holding. So they're saying that
no, Pikeville will keep the ball. It was after the interception.
Okay.
And so it'll be 1st down 10 on the Green Dragon 47.
So Pikeville will start off with 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line of Harlan. So they've got a real good chance to start off the drive in Harlan territory this half, which they didn't see much of Harlan territory in the 1st half.
Chris Smiley stepped right in and picked that one off. Beautiful interception.
Branham under center gives the ball to Frazier off the right side, and Frazier gets ahead for about 2 yards, as that'll bring up the 2nd down and 8 for the Pikeville Panthers. So we've got 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and Pikeville looking a little sharper here in the 2nd half, Barry.
That's what we normally see them do, clip off 3 or 4 yards per carry. They trailed this one 12-7. Harlan, to our surprise, jumped out to the lead, and they have maintained it.
You know, Harlan playing well defensively tonight, as there's 2 scores that come after they've got the ball deep in Pikeville territory. Again, the fake
the option.
Frazier, and this time
that's
it's
Chase Rogers.
And Rogers may have gotten a yard if he got that, because he fumbled the pitch back and was able to corral it and got ahead. We'll give him a gain of a yard, and we'll call it 2nd down and 7 for Pikeville here. Or 3rd down and 7, excuse me.
You know, what could have happened there is on their first option when the fake handoff to Jared Frazier, it looked as if Frazier had a good hole up the middle there, yet they ran the option to the outside to Rogers.
Again, Pikeville in the I formation. Branham under center, takes the snap. He's going to step in.
End around.
To Chase Gibson, and Chase Gibson has running room. He's out past the 20.
Still on his feet.
15, almost to about the 16-yard line. So Chase Gibson will get a big play for the Pikeville Panthers, as they now have a first down on about the 16-yard line with 9 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Charlie, the old end around as he came from the right side, reversed the field of play, and big gain, as you said, down near the 15.
You know, we talked about that during the half. We were talking, you know, that the coaches are going to go in and make a lot of adjustments. And it's obvious that the passing game hadn't been working for the Panthers, so now they come out with the I formation, and they're running the ball down the throat of the Green Dragons as Branham again under center. And again, the handoff to Rogers, and Rogers tries to go off the right side, and he's picked up maybe 2 yards as he looks like he's down across the 15.
Late flag. I think maybe there was a flag thrown in there. Either that or he's marking the spot.
Stop there by Justin Luttrell.
Nope, there is a flag, and it will be
personal foul against Harlan.
So that's a big penalty, as that'll be a 10-yard, well, half the distance to the goal line penalty, I think, because we're down inside the 20.
Wasn't sure, Charlie, as I saw that one come in late.
So that's a big break for the Pikeville Panthers, as that will put them down close to the goal line.
Against the Green Dragons. Half the distance.
That should be a 1st and goal now. Let's see. No, actually, that was not, didn't quite get them 10 yards. So actually, that's a good break for Pikeville, as 2nd and short now. That gives them a chance to throw another play in here.
2nd and 1.
And again, the I formation, and Branham the handoff to Rogers, and Rogers has got pretty good yardage. He gets down close
down
to the
near the goal line. He's inside the 5.
Carrier there.
So that will make it 1st and goal now after the pickup by Chase Rogers. Looks like he's going to be on the 3-yard line.
Inside the 3-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for Pikeville with 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. And this has been all running game, as Pikeville hasn't thrown the first pass on this drive.
They threw it 23 times the first half, and we knew they had to you know, you can't stay with just the passing game, and they're mixing it up well here in the 2nd half.
Branham under center with the I formation behind him, and this time the handoff to Frazier, and Frazier is down close to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped short, so that'll bring up 2nd down and goal again for the Pikeville Panthers.
2nd and inches.
Jared Frazier.
We'll call it 2nd and goal from the 1. And Pikeville now threatening to tie this. Well, actually, Pikeville will go ahead with a touchdown here, as that will make the score 13-12. And an impressive first part of this 2nd half for Pikeville, as their defense has come up strong.
We talked at halftime, and we knew that the Pikeville coaching staff would make several adjustments the 2nd half, which they have done.
Again, Branham takes it under the I formation, and he hands off to Frazier.
Touchdown, Pikeville.
In for the touchdown. So with 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, that makes the score 13-12 in favor of the Pikeville Panthers.
Just common sense there, Charlie. Go with who brought you to the dance on short yardage. You go to Jared Frazier, the big power back.
Well, you know, that drive, we'll call it a 50-yard drive, as it started just across the 50-yard line. And Pikeville was able to move it all on the ground. And looks like Matt Walls on to attempt the extra point with Seth Scott, the holder. The hold is down. The kick is up. It looks good. Let's see what the officials say. And it is. So that makes your score 14-12. And with that, we'll take a quick break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Hey, Dave.
Okay.
It sound.
Just like our babies, we're growing to better meet your health care needs. We're Pikeville Methodist Hospital.
An injury, no matter how severe, is serious. Often, when someone's injured, they ignore the warning signs. Soreness, neck or back pain, maybe even blurred vision. And when they realize their injuries need medical attention, it's too late to be fairly compensated. At Vanover Harlan Bartley, we encourage you to protect yourself against unnecessary medical expenses. If you've been injured, call us today because your health shouldn't be at risk.
1-877-986-1428. Santa may know if you've been naughty or nice, but he may not know where to start shopping. This year, make it easy on old Santa Nick by sending him to Appalachian Wireless for all your communications needs. Ask Santa for a Nokia 252 cell phone and a Motorola Bravo LS 350 pager. They're free with a 1-year contract. Pay $49.95 and we'll bill the rest. Write Santa and ask him to go to Appalachian Wireless today or call 800-452-2355.
Investing is about more than money. It's about your future. Because achieving tomorrow's goals requires planning today. Stifel Nicholas, a regional full-service brokerage and investment banking firm, has helped individuals reach goals that require financial strength for over a century. Goals like a secure retirement, a college education for your child, or the continued success of your own business. Stifel Nicholas, helping you prepare for tomorrow, today.
Pikeville set to kick as deep for Harlan. Again, they have Greer, Shope, and Jacobs. It's going to Greer.
Greer will take this one on about his own 10-yard line, and he's going to go up the middle, and Greer drops as he crosses the 30. We'll call it the 31-yard line. 31-yard line, as not only are we confused, but the PA announcer is confused. This is his field, so I don't feel so bad now.
Well, now you can see, too, some emotion from the Pikeville sideline as they are starting to get into this game, realizing that they are in a battle.
You know, this is the closest game Pikeville. Well, I don't know. The Pikeville-Paintsville game was close at halftime, too. And like you said, Pikeville come out with a lot of fire here in the second half after some adjustments. Greer under center takes the snap and the handoff again to Smith. And Smith hit in the backfield and dropped.
Nothing.
It's Ben Smith on
as
the
he may lose a yard there. We'll call it second down and 11 as the Pikeville Panthers have come up big.
And we've got a player shaking up. That is Ben Smith.
If Ben Smith goes down, that's a big loss for Harlan, as he has been the real workhorse for him tonight.
He definitely has been, as he has carried for both their scores, one a 33-yard run and one a 16. And Ben Smith, hopefully this is not an ankle or a knee.
Looks like they're looking at his ankle, as he looks like he is in some pain because he's struggling down there on the field, and all the coaches out there to take a look at him. And while they're tending to him,
let's step aside and we'll take a break
on the Intermountain Sports Network.
If you lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence, you don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side.
The joy of cola.
Be there.
I like this job.
The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve, with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
And good thing to see was Smith come off the field under his
on
own
his
power.
own, yes.
Greer takes the snap and fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down. Big sack by the Pikeville defense, as he's going to go down to about the 20-yard line.
Down there inside the 25-yard line.
And let's see. Isaac Ratliff with the sack, as the ball is going to go down to about the 15-yard line. And they get him a good spot, as he was actually pushed back to about the 25-yard line. He was pushed back to the 20, and Pikeville with a real big rush on that play, Barry.
Well, they came with an all-out blitz that time, and all the coverage, the protection just broke down in the backfield.
3rd and 18, and Harlan now struggling against this strong onslaught by the Pikeville defense. And Greer back to throw again, and he has time.
Plenty of time. Now the rush.
He's under trouble, and he gets it away. It's going to be intercepted by
Nick
Pikeville.
King.
Nick King with the big interception. And Pikeville now down inside the 30, close to the 20. I think he's going to be right about the 20-yard line. I don't see a marker, Barry, but Nick King comes up with a big interception.
It's right on the 20.
Panthers have the ball.
The 25.
23-yard line of the Green Dragons.
Okay, looks like they're going to spot it at the 23 when it's all said and done. And 1st and 10 now for the Pikeville Panthers. And I'll tell you what, Pikeville has come out in just on fire here in the second half.
If Pikeville puts one up here, Charlie, I think we're going to see a completely different ball game.
Branham with the throw out to Nick King again, and Nick King trying to get down the sidelines, and he's going to get down close
around
to the
12
line, say the 12. So that will be close to a first down, but I think he's going to be a little bit short. So I'll tell you what, Pikeville now showing a lot of fire and looking like the Pikeville team we have become used to seeing in the past few weeks.
We go back to exactly what we talked about earlier. They're mixing the plays up now.
You know, that's true. Pikeville used to they tried to set up the pass in order to open up the run, and in the second half they have used the run to set up the pass, and so far it's worked well for them here in this second half. As
timeout for a measurement.
And looks like they're going to bring the chains on and take a measurement, as he was down close to the first down, and Pikeville anxious to get the play off. They didn't want the measurement. They just wanted to go on and play football.
No, I think
he's got it.
Our cameraman here, Wayne Fugit, says he has it, so let's go with Wayne.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wayne's the man tonight. We'll have to give him credit. And the measurement, and they say that
it's close.
It's close.
Let's see.
The officials, they're having a hard time making. They're going to say he's short, but he's short by just a couple of inches, as he had to roll the football over a couple times just to make sure that it wasn't touching that marker.
You're close, Wayne, but no cigar on that one, pal.
So 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the announcer said it all. It's second down and much less than a yard to go here, as Pikeville on fire and coming up to the line of scrimmage. They've got Branham in the shotgun with 2 wideouts to each side, and the single back in the backfield is Rogers beside of Matt Branham.
If Pikeville scores here, Charlie, I think you'll see the complexion of this game completely change, as Pikeville may take complete control and this one get out of hand for Harlan.
Pikeville feeds off of emotion, and I'll tell you, he's throwing the screen pass to the other side this time, and I'll tell you,
Akers is nailed.
Up, and looks like he is going to lose a bunch of yards on that one. Let's see what it's going to be at. See where they're going to see what kind of forward progress they give him. And you know, Akers caught the ball, but nobody from Harlan was fooled on that play, as there was a ton of Green Dragons all the way around it.
The one thing that you do have to give Harlan a lot of credit for is they have keyed on Jeremiah Akers, and they have shut him down tonight.
Call it a loss of 8, as it will now be 3rd and 8 for Pikeville. And Branham in the shotgun again with 2 wideouts to each side. And Branham under pressure.
He's got Gibson.
And Gibson is fighting his way down inside the 10, and he's going to
out at the 3.
Nope. We'll say the 2 or the 3 yard line, but it's going to be a first down for Pikeville. First and goal now, so let's see if Pikeville can punch it in from short yardage.
We talked about that at break, Charlie. That play has been there. Chase Gibson has been open across the middle.
And I'm sure that a lot of the Pikeville coaches up here in the press box have been looking at that, and they've all discussed it and made these adjustments.
They said, hey, Barry's right. He's been open.
Yeah, they may have us on the radio down there. You never know. And Branham again in the shotgun on first and goal from the 3. And Branham back to throw it again.
Flag.
Under pressure. Branham's going to try to run it in himself, and he does.
But we've got a flag, Charlie. Let's see what it is. That is touchdown Pikeville, but let's see what the flag is for.
We do have a flag on the play.
Let's see if that's going to be on. When we have another green. No, he's just sitting down. I thought he was hurt, but there's just a player sitting down waiting to see what's going to happen. The call is against Pikeville. Illegal motion. That's a 5-yard penalty against Pikeville. That'll bring up the first down and goal from the 8 now.
I think the right side, it came in real quick as soon as the play started, and I think the right side of Pikeville got a jump there.
The 8-yard line.
Well, let's see if Pikeville goes back with the passing game or if they try to punch it in on the ground, as they were effective early in this third quarter on the ground, but now they're going to go back to the passing offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see Rogers try the draw play and the fake draw, and it's quarterback draw.
Touchdown, Matt Branham.
As we were just talking about the draw play, they take the draw play to Rogers, and Branham takes off with it himself. That's an 8-yard touchdown run for Matt Branham, and that makes your score 20-12 in favor of the Pikeville Panthers, as this third quarter has been all Panthers. And starting to see some dejected faces down on the Harlan sidelines now, as Pikeville coming out with a lot of fire in their eyes and really putting the hurting on Harlan early in this third quarter.
I think they realized at halftime they had to play, and they have stepped their game up as Walls for the extra point. Bad snap.
Bad snap, and Walls picks it up, and he's going to go down. So your score will remain 20-12. Pikeville with the 8-point lead with 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. And we'll take a quick break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Good.
Just like our babies, we're growing to better meet your health care needs. We're Pikeville Methodist Hospital.
An injury, no matter how severe, is serious. Often, when someone's injured, they ignore the warning signs: soreness, neck or back pain, maybe even blurred vision. And when they realize their injuries need medical attention, it's too late to be fairly compensated. At Vanover Holland Bartley, we encourage you to protect yourself against unnecessary medical expenses. If you've been injured, call us today, because your health shouldn't be at risk.
1-877-986-1428. Santa may know if you've been naughty or nice, but he may not know where to start shopping. This year, make it easy on old Saint Nick by sending him to Appalachian Wireless for all your communications needs. Ask Santa for a Nokia 252 cell phone and a Motorola Bravo LS 350 pager. They're free with a 1-year contract. Pay $49.95 and we'll bill the rest. Write Santa and ask him to go to Appalachian Wireless today or call 800-452-2355.
Investing is about more than money. It's about your future, because achieving tomorrow's goals requires planning today. Stiefel Nicholas, a regional full-service brokerage and investment banking firm, has helped individuals reach goals that require financial strength for over a century. Goals like a secure retirement, a college education for your child, or the continued success of your own business. Stiefel Nicholas, helping you prepare for tomorrow, today.
Set to kick off here after the quick score, and deep for the Green Dragon is Greer, and the kick is going to be
pretty good kick.
Greer will kick it on about the 10-yard line, and he's going to try to come up. He's going to try to get to the sidelines, and nothing doing as
beautiful stop there.
4-yard line.
Nick and Chris Miley
Chris Smiley brings Greer down at about the 24-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play. And we have
it's against Pikeville.
A late hit against Pikeville, so we'll tack some yardage onto the end of that one, and that will give pretty decent field position to the Harlan here. Let's see where it ends up marching it down to. If they take it,
it will be 15 yards from the point of the
so
bow.
Harlan will have good field position as that brings the ball out to the 39-yard line. I don't believe there's a marker left on the field, Barry.
No, there isn't, and the only ones are the 10-yard markers on the sidelines. Are hard to pick up.
Greer on the long count, and Greer trying to audibilize.
He better get this play off.
Down here, and there's the snap. And Greer with the handoff, and nothing doing there. Johnson gets nothing.
Brandon Johnson
May have lost a yard even as he was hit as soon as he got the ball.
By Cecil Norman.
And they're going to say no. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Harlan. And I'll tell you what, this Pikeville Panther defense has been nothing but awesome so far in this 3rd quarter.
Well, you don't want Pikeville to get a lead on you and get the momentum they have now, because they can put you away quickly, as Brandon Johnson was stood up right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, under center is Greer, and looks like he's got 2 slots and 2 wideouts to each side. As looks like he
goes to Shope.
Goes to Shope, and nothing going for. Well, Shope is hit, and
he'll get about 2.
Maybe 2 as he struggles away from the first tackler, but he was hit just as soon as he got the original line of scrimmage again. And Nick King with the tackle, and they're going to say he got 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7 now for Harlan.
Got to be impressed with Pikeville this second half.
Yeah, Pikeville just putting everything on the line right now and going at it. And it's obvious as they're really throttling this offense of Harlan so far tonight. And 2 big interceptions in this second half for Pikeville.
Chris Smiley with a big interception. That was a turning point.
And it looks like the
it's Smith.
Smith has
first down
as he gets running room off this right side. And good to see Smith back in the ball game.
No, that's not Smith back in. That was Ross Thomas, I believe. Wasn't it number 20? It was number 20, Ross Thomas.
20, Ross Thomas, as he's in to replace the injured Smith.
Yeah, Smith is still on the sideline.
So with 3 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Harlan with their first down of the second half. And this Pikeville defense still looking strong, though. And here he comes. It's the play. Going to give it back to him again.
Ross Thomas.
And he's got room. He's showing some speed. He's down across down close to the 20-yard line.
Inside the 20 at the 19.
I think that's going to be the 24 as the markers are being kicked around a little bit down there.
As Ross Thomas showing good speed there.
Yeah, he got to the outside a little bit on the left and made a good cutback and was able to stick it up the middle and pick up some good yardage there. And he's quickly picked up 2 big first downs for Harlan here in this 3rd quarter.
And Chris Griffin runs the play in for the Harlan Green Dragons.
And we've got an official's timeout about something. They're talking about something out there. Some kind of a...
They're talking to Coach Donahue.
I think they're talking about the clock, maybe.
3:20 in the clock running here in the 3rd quarter. Pikeville leads at 20-12.
Snap, and again, hands off to Shope on the outside. Shope trying to cut the corner. He doesn't make it, as he may pick up a couple, but I'll tell you what, they're tough yards, as he was really stacked up by a horde of Pikeville defenders.
By Nick King.
First man in on that play, I believe, was Isaac Ratliff, number 40.
So he'll pick up a yard, but it was a tough yard. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Harlan at the Pikeville 23-yard line.
Got to guess at him, Charlie.
Yeah, I know. Just got to hope we're right. And again, Greer under center, and the snap, and he's going to fakes the handoff. He's going to try to run it himself, and he's struggling, but he's going to pick up a couple of yards.
Stopped at the 21.
So he picks up about 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7 now for Harlan. It's good pursuit by the Pikeville defense, as finally Chase Gibson was able to corral him at the 21-yard line.
This is a big play here for Harlan. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7 we're nearing the 2-minute mark remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Again, your score, Pikeville leads at 20-12.
Greer under center. Long snap count. He takes the snap, and he's going to hand it to
Shope. Almost missed.
And it goes back to number.
Ross Thomas.
I don't know if that was a set play or not. If it was,
I think it was
the fastest handoff I've ever seen.
That was a busted play. That had to be a busted play, as it looked as if he wanted to go to Shope, went to Ross Thomas.
I think Shope had the ball and it bounced out of his hands, and Thomas was lucky to grab it. And
I believe you're right, because they lost a yard on that one.
So they'll bring up 4th down and 8 for the Harlan Green Dragons.
They're going for it.
They're going to go for it as Greer back under center, and both crowds up urging on their teams. And big play for Harlan here as he's back to throw is Greer. He's got a man open in the end zone, and no! Just
good coverage, beautiful coverage there for the Panthers by number 33. That's Jeremiah Akers.
And again,
you want me to do this for you?
You have to say it for me. I can't say it.
Damiano Delaney.
As he had the ball in his fingertips, and the tackle knocked it loose.
So Harlan will turn it over on downs. Pikeville takes over at the 21, their own 21. They lead this one 20-12, 1:19 remaining in the third quarter.
Pikeville again. Let's see if they're going to come out. They're going to come back out in the I formation. It was so good for them early in the third quarter. They got 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, and the I formation behind Branham. And Branham gives the ball to Frazier, and Frazier fighting hard.
He carries people with
the middle,
him.
And he's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards as he just battles for. That's all you can say. That was all Jared Frazier, as he was hit early, and he was able to just carry defenders forward ahead. And let's see if they're going to spot him. Well,
Chris Griffin was shaken up on that play. He's holding his left arm as number 6.
That his knee touched down after he picked up about 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers with 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. Again, the I formation behind Branham, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. And Branham under center takes the snap and handoff to Rogers, and Rogers is going to have 1st down yardage as he's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards. And with 29 seconds to go in the third quarter, Pikeville moving the ball effectively against this Harlan Green Dragon defense.
34-yard line.
They have made the adjustments they needed to at the half.
For the Green Dragons.
And they're starting to move the ball well on the ground, and that will open the passing game up as Pikeville going into that passing formation now. They've got 2 wide outs to each side, and Rogers in the backfield with Branham in the shotgun. Branham takes the snap.
Big rush.
He's got to throw off. It's to
Chase Gibson.
And Chase Gibson
First down.
First down as he'll pick up about 12 yards with 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pikeville out close to the midfield at about the 46-yard line.
And Aaron Jacobs of the Green Dragons. First down for the Panthers on.
And I think Pikeville is starting to wear Harlan down.
You know, we talked about that is Harlan doesn't play a lot of players, and they're a lot smaller than this Pikeville team, so size and strength may have a difference. But we'll have to check that out in the fourth quarter as time has run out in the third.
We've played 3. Your score is Pikeville 20, Harlan 12. Let's take a break. We'll be right back for the final quarter on the Intermountain Sports Network.
You lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence. You don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side.
The joy cola.
Be there.
I like this job. The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve, with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
Pikeville has the 20-12 lead, and I'll tell you what, they've looked impressive in that third quarter, Barry.
They absolutely did, Charlie, as they took control in the third quarter, and if they score here this one, I think, with an early prediction, I think this one will be over if on this series they score.
Well, Pikeville now has the ball, 1st and 10 on about the 45-yard line. Branham in the shotgun formation and makes the handoff up the middle. He's going to throw. He's got a man open.
Nick King, Jared Frazier almost had it.
Just in and out of his hands, as he had 2 men open over there, Frazier and Chase Gibson. I don't know if Frazier may have reached up and took one away from Gibson as he was thrown a little high for him. He might have been trying to get to Gibson with it. But, you know, your score is still 20-12 with 11:55 to go in the ball game. Pikeville 2nd and 10 and moving the ball effectively in this second half.
Third quarter, Pikeville put 13 points on the board, and Harlan failed to add to their first half total of 12.
Again, in the passing formation, they've got 2 wide outs to each side and a single back in the backfield with Branham. And Branham takes the snap, and he's looking. He's got time. He's looking downfield. He's got a man. And it's
intended there
for Nick King, and Nick King unable to haul it in, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
We have not seen many flags, have we?
No, a lot of contact out there. And
didn't it appear to you that he didn't even look towards the ball? He simply had a hold of Nick King.
Yeah, that's true. It did, but you know the officials are letting them play, and in the officials' favor, they've been letting them play both ways too. So you know, they're just not throwing a lot of flags in general. And Pikeville again in passing formation, 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right, and 2 backs in the backfield. He fakes the draw, and he's looking to throw. He's got a man open, and that's Jared Frazier. And Jared
first down.
Will have a first down, and
still on his feet
as he gets down close to the right about the 35-yard line of Pikeville. Harlan call it the 34 as he did cross the 35. That'll be 1st and 10 for Pikeville Panthers now.
Big play there as he hits Jared Frazier out of the backfield. Picks up about 15.
Big 3rd down conversion for Pikeville, as, like you say, this could be the backbreaker if they can put this one in the end zone and really give them the momentum and take away the heart of this Harlan Green Dragon team. But now, you know, Pikeville again, they're in their 2-minute offense now as they're up at the line of scrimmage. High formation behind Branham, 2 wide outs to the right. And this time fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it. He's got a man open. And that's Jared Frazier. Jared Frazier goes
at the 15. No, it's around the 12.
12-yard line. We'll call it the 12. So that'll be 1st and 10 now for Pikeville from the 12-yard line. Is I tell you what, they're just starting to move the ball and move it at will now, Barry.
You're exactly right, Charlie, as Pikeville is playing Pikeville football now.
You know, they made a lot of adjustments at the halftime, and Matt Branham looks a lot more comfortable back there in the backfield now, as Pikeville now going back to that spread offense, 2 wide outs to each side, and Branham in the shotgun. And here's the snap, and we've got motion all over the place as flags go up, so I'm sure that'll be a 5-yard penalty on Pikeville, and we'll tee it up and start from 5 yards farther back, as it'll be 1st and 15 from about the 17, I guess.
Handoff went to Chase Rogers, and it was blown dead immediately. As a matter of fact, it was blown dead before the play. And as you said, that's a procedure penalty.
So with 10:56 to go in the ball game, Pikeville threatening again.
What really opened this up, Charlie, was when Pikeville got their running game going and started mixing it up, because all Harlan was doing was laying back and playing the pass.
Yeah, you can't be a one-dimensional football team this late in the playoffs, because you know everybody you play is a good team. Branham in the shotgun with wide outs to each side. He's looking. He's under pressure. He's going to go down.
We got a face mask, I think. I believe that's a face mask.
But big sack for Pikeville. If it counts, let's see what the initial. It's going to be holding on Pikeville, so I'm sure that play will stand. So that'll bring up the 2nd down and about 25 probably. as, you know, big defensive. Well,
Holding against the Panthers.
yeah, the holding penalty will be declined. And
didn't do a good job of holding there.
Nope.
As they let the defense get to him.
Lost back to
you know, that's the first sack we've seen in the second half by Harlan, as they put a lot of pressure on Branham in the first half. So now Pikeville in a hole, as it's going to be first and a whole bunch. I don't know if I can count that far, Barry. They're going to call it second down and 24. And Pikeville in passing formations. They got 2 wide out to each side, and Branham in the shotgun. And the noise deafening here in this stadium. Branham all day long, and he throws the ball out and hit immediately as he touches the ball.
Was Nick King.
Was intended for
and even if he had caught that one, he would not been able to get any yardage out of it, as Jason Cook just leveled him just as soon as he got a finger on that one.
Well, PA announcer says it was intended for Rogers. It appeared to me that he was trying to go to Nick King, as both players.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 24 now for the Pikeville Panthers, with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the ball game, with a 20-12 lead. And this Harlan crowd getting up and making some noise for their Green Dragon defense.
They are rocking the bleachers.
And fakes the handoff up the middle to Frazier. He's back to throw. He's got a man open and
drop.
Well, we have a flag. Looks like there's going to be a pass interference call on that one. And if it is, that's a huge penalty against the Harlan Green Dragons.
It could be.
We do have a flag on the play.
Because that carries an automatic first down, and, you know, I would have given him that pass because he was well short of the original line of scrimmage, much less the first down. Let's see what the call is going to be here as the officials are looking at it and getting ready to make a call.
We actually had 2 flags thrown over there.
Okay.
The penalty is against the Green Dragons.
It's going to be pass interference, and it'll be an automatic first down. And I'll tell you what, the Harlan coaches have really got to be upset over that bad decision by their defensive player there.
It was, and as you said, he would, had the pass been completed, it would have been short of the first down, so let the completion go.
First down for
So Pikeville will have it 1st and 10 from about the 20.
No, that's about the
14-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 14 for Pikeville. Pikeville with 2 wide outs to each side.
I tell you got to keep guessing at these yard markers, buddy.
Branham in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. He's a lot of pressure coming at him. He's got a man open in the end zone. He overthrows him.
Intended receiver was Chase Gibson.
Just off his fingertips as he goes out of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now from the 14 for Pikeville, with 9 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the ball game.
The ball was right there, Charlie, just a little bit overthrown as Gibson went up to get it, and it was on the mark, just a little bit high.
A little high, you know.
It was on the spot.
Yep. And let's see, Pikeville in the huddle, taking a long time in the huddle this time. You know, they did that in the first half, and it cost them a couple of delay of game penalties. Let's see if they're coming out quick now, though. They've got 3 wide receivers to the right and 1 to the left. And Branham in the shotgun.
There's the flag, delay a game. I'm sure that's what this will be.
Flag on the play.
As you know, we talked about that. They're taking a long time calling their plays in the huddle. I don't know if they're not getting them in from the sideline quick enough or what, but Branham taking a long time in the huddle, costing himself 5 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 15 now for Pikeville. And now they're up at the line of scrimmage, so
it's unusual to see delay a game penalties like this. That's the 2nd tonight.
And Branham back to throw. He's got time. He's under pressure now. He's got a man open.
Chase Gibson.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
So no flags on the field, so that one will stand. That will make your score 26-12 with 9 minutes 49 seconds to go in the ball game. And Pikeville about to lock this one up, Barry, as they're starting to do what they want to on offense now.
We talked at halftime that second half, the adjustments, we knew Pikeville would make them. They did. They came out, and it's the second half. We've seen this happen before, Charlie. We haven't seen a team play as well the first half as Harlan did, but Pikeville comes out the second half and does what they have to do.
Looks like Pikeville will go for 2 as they're lined up in the power I formation, and the ball Well, he's going to throw it. He's fooled everybody on the field and incomplete. So your score will stay Pikeville 26, Harlan 12 with 9 minutes and 49 seconds to go. We're going to take a quick break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Just like our babies, we're growing to better meet your health care needs. We're Pikeville Methodist Hospital.
An injury, no matter how severe, is serious. Often, when someone's injured, they ignore the warning signs. Soreness, neck or back pain, maybe even blurred vision. And when they realize their injuries need medical attention, it's too late to be fairly compensated. At Vanover Holland Bartley, we encourage you to protect yourself against unnecessary medical expenses. If you've been injured, call us today because your health shouldn't be at risk.
1-877-986-1428. Santa may know if you've been naughty or nice, but he may not know where to start shopping. This year, make it easy on old Santa Nick by sending him to Appalachian Wireless for all your communications needs. Ask Santa for a Nokia 252 cell phone and a Motorola Bravo LS350 pager. They're free with a 1-year contract. Pay $49.95 and we'll bill the rest. Write Santa and ask him to go to Appalachian Wireless today or call 800-452-2355.
Investing is about more than money. It's about your future. Because achieving tomorrow's goals requires planning today. Stifel Nicholas, a regional full-service brokerage and investment banking firm, has helped individuals reach goals that require financial strength for over a century. Goals like a secure retirement, a college education for your child, or the continued success of your own business. Stifel Nicholas, helping you prepare for tomorrow, today.
Harlan, Kentucky, as Pikeville has just added to their lead. They now lead this one 26-12 with 9:49 to go in the ball game, and the second half has been all Pikeville, Barry.
You're exactly right. As they, let's see, the second half, Harlan has been outscored. My math is not too good. 19-0. They've been outscored by 19 points here in the second half.
And Pikeville set to kick the ball off, and deep for Harlan is number 5, Jamie Boggs. That's the first time we've seen him at that position tonight.
It goes to Greer.
Is that Greer? Okay.
Yeah.
And Greer, nowhere to go as he is stacked up at about the 20-yard line by the Panthers. The kicking team, and that momentum we're talking about, as they say, Big Mo is on the side of the Pikeville Panthers as they've come down here to Harlan, and they've got things going their way here late in the fourth quarter.
Again, Charlie, I hate to keep saying this, but I don't know that I would have my quarterback back there returning kicks.
You know, this late in the season, he may be the fastest kid they've got, so they're trying to get him in the ball game. It's do or die, so they're going to take their chances, evidently.
Well, from the start of the game, he's been punt returns and kickoffs. So
Greer takes the snap. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's got a little bit of time. He's got a man open, and he hits him.
That's Shope,
and the man bounces off of him, and he is actually going to lose yardage after he caught the ball. He's going to be down to about the 25.
Boy, Jeremiah Akers really put a lick on him.
And we're going to have a face masking penalty against the Panthers, so that will be a first down for Harlan, as big penalty there against the Panthers. And let's see where they're going to end up spotting the ball after they mark it off. And, you know, there's not been a lot of flags thrown tonight, so I don't think really either coaching staff can complain about the officiating.
15-yard penalty will move it out to the 41. Harlan on their own 41.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Harlan on their own 41 with 9:27 to go, and they're down 14, so they've got to have 2 scores. Look for them to start throwing the ball more and more here. And as I say, that Greer back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going deep. And
picked off by Nick King.
Nick King with another interception, but we have a penalty flag down on the field. After the interception, Nick King will return it back to about the 45. But I believe that penalty will be against Pikeville. I think that'll be a block in the back here at the point of the interception.
Right. Jeremiah Akers was the deep man on that one. So let's see. It's a clip against Pikeville.
The big interception, they'll add 15 to it in favor of Harlan, but still Pikeville will retain the ball. So with 9 minutes and 7 seconds to go, Pikeville again on offense with a 26-12 lead. So this game is slowly slipping away from the Harlan Green Dragons.
22-yard line.
Well, I think we're seeing now why Harlan only put it in the air 6 times in the first half is just to be perfectly blunt about it, Charlie, their passing game hasn't impressed me.
Well, that's true, and I talked to Coach Donahue early before the ball game, and he told me that we're strictly, mostly a run team. We'll run out of that wing T offense, and, if we have to throw it, we will, and you see why. If they have to, they've not done well. Pikeville in the I formation, the ball given to Rogers. Rogers makes a good cut. He's got some room.
He may go.
He's out across the 50, the 45, 40, 30, 20, 15,
touchdown
10.
Pikeville.
Touchdown Panthers. So I guess that'll be about an 80-yard touchdown, 78-yard touchdown run for Barrett Rogers. Not Barrett Rogers, Chase Rogers, Barrett's older brother. I'm sorry for everybody out there.
And it is so hard. It's confusing. Keeping from calling him Chase Gibson.
We're used to Chase Gibson and Barrett Rogers, and now we have Chase Rogers out there. But I tell you what, he keeps running like that. We won't forget his name again.
No, we will not.
78-yard touchdown run for Chase Rogers, and your score now, Pikeville 32.
Will be Matt Walls.
Harlan 12, and Matt Walls on to attempt the extra point. And the snap, the hold is down, kicks up. It looks to be good, and it is. So that will make your score 33-12 with 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go. And we're going to take a quick break on the Intermountain Sports Network. You know what? That's right, man.
If you lose a member of your family due to someone else's negligence, you don't have to let emotional devastation become financial devastation. Call Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. Glenn Hammond will take up the fight to recover damages so that finances are the last thing you have to worry about. When it comes to you and your family, Glenn Martin Hammond cares. Visit his office at 108 Division Street in Pikeville or call 606-437-7777.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toes tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. With the taste that goes from your tongue to your toes. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. Smooth Pepsi Cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side.
The joy cola.
This job. The all-new modern facility of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home is specifically designed to accommodate the needs of the families they serve, with special emphasis on providing a caring and soothing atmosphere in which to ease the pain and grief we all share with the death of a loved one. With over 14,000 square feet, including 3 completely separate chapels, and a seating capacity of over 900 people. Stop by and visit with Gary K. Justice and staff of J.W. Collins Son Funeral Home, located in their new facility on Hamley Boulevard, downtown Pikeville.
All of the sponsors in, aren't you?
Okay. Welcome back to Harlan, as Pikeville has just exploded after a 78-yard touchdown run by Chase Rogers, Pikeville has extended their lead 33-12 with 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go. So that was a one-play 78-yard drive for the Panthers, and Harlan on the verge of being eliminated here as they've got to score 3 touchdowns, and they've got to score them quickly as there's 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go on the clock.
Well, Charlie, Harlan put 12 points on the board the first half, and Pikeville has shut them down the second half.
And the kickoff field is
That's Ross Thomas.
Ross Thomas, the speed back in the backfield, and he's trying to get around the corner, and he's not going to make it as he gets out to about the 22-yard line.
And that's Ross Thomas on the return.
Getting to him there to make the stop was Brandon Akers.
So Harlan will start 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, and with the ineffectual passing game they've had, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to move the ball that well against Pikeville, as Pikeville's going to start coming with everything they've got now.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. This one's over, Charlie.
Well, if we could sing like Andy Dawn and then we would, but
a lot of time left, 8:47 left, but Pikeville they're on their game now.
Pikeville's in control as I said, Pikeville's going to come with everything they've got, and they do.
Greer is dropped all the way back at the 8-yard line.
So a big sack by Isaac Ratliff as Pikeville knows that they're going to throw the ball, and they're not very good at it, so they're going to come with everything they've got. And give a lot of credit to Coach McNamee as he is his own defensive coordinator. He made the right call on that one.
I can tell you the coaching staff from Pikeville at the halftime made some excellent moves as all of them appear to have been right.
And again, Greer with the handoff this time to Brandon Johnson, and Brandon Johnson will get out to about the 17-yard line. So pretty good pickup, as I think Pikeville expecting the passing play again and coming hard with the rush and able to pick up some yardage up the middle.
Well, you have to take into consideration that it was a blow for Harlan to lose Ben Smith, but yes. I don't think it's made that much of a difference, even though it has made some difference.
Oh, no doubt that they missed Ben Smith, but,
Not to this extent.
No, not to this extent. Pikeville defense just playing extremely well right here. As, again, Greer back to pass, and he has a receiver. And he hits Thomas for about a 4-yard gain, but that'll bring up 4th down and 11 on about the 21-yard line. So
he got them back to the original line of scrimmage.
So we'll call it 4th down and 10, and Harlan forced to punt again as they're deep in their own territory here. And the way Pikeville's been playing, they can't afford to give them the ball there, so they're going to punt it away. As
if they have
Cook in the punt.
If they have any trick plays, though, Charlie, I would expect them to run one now.
Well, Pikeville not giving up on it as they've got everybody up on the line of scrimmage except Jeremiah Akers, and
they are going to kick.
And another poor kick by Harlan as the ball goes out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
Jason Cook punt goes out of bounds.
So Pikeville will start with excellent field position again here.
49-yard line, 24-yard punt.
Well, the 49-yard line?
Only it is the 44. Only a 24-yard punt, so Pikeville will get the ball with excellent field position.
Well, with 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go, this one is clearly in the hands of the Pikeville Panthers. If they were to lose this ball game, they would lose it because there's no way that Harlan's going to come back on them unless they just totally explode.
33-12, 6:40 remaining in the game.
High formation, the handoff given to Frazier, and Frazier will pick up about 1, maybe 2 yards up the middle. And look for Pikeville to keep the ball on the ground here and keep that clock running.
Jared Frazier has had a great second half. He's made some big plays. When Pikeville needed, at crucial times, when Pikeville needed someone to step up and make the play, that's been Jared Frazier.
That's true. Give Jared Frazier a lot of credit as he's come in here.
The big run, and remember, Charlie, the couple catches he's made out of the backfield, he's made plays at crucial times.
Well, so much for my talking about Pikeville keeping it on the ground. They're in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers.
Flag.
The throw. Oh, fumble. The ball down on the ground and picked up by Harlan as the screen pass out to Rogers was fumbled. But
hold the phone. Let's see what the flag is for.
If this flag is against Pikeville, Harlan will have the ball, but if it's against Harlan, Pikeville will dodge another bullet.
Frank Shope forced that fumble and recovered.
Let's see. Frank Shope picked up the fumble for
It's motion against Pikeville.
Motion against Pikeville, so I'm sure Harlan will decline it, and they will take over the ball on about the 48-yard line.
And have the ball.
So big break there for Harlan as they need all they can get with 6 minutes to go and down 33-12. So Harlan will take over 1st and 10 on about the 49 on their own 49-yard line.
Coming up with the ball was Frank Shope.
And, you know, that could prove to be a big play because if Harlan can score here, that could give them a little bit of momentum. Not likely that they're going to win this one, but Greer back to pass under a lot of pressure. He gets out the little screen to his outlet, and he may pick up about 2 yards on the play. That was...
Let's see.
Brandon Johnson on the catch, and we'll give him a pickup of 3, making it 2nd down and 7 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And the big thing is that clock continues to run. If you don't get first downs or get out of bounds here, you're hurting your cause.
Brandon Johnson plays a fullback. He's they have him listed as only 5'4" and 140 pounds, so that is awfully small for a fullback.
Here comes the rush, and Greer back to throw, and a little pressure, but he has a man, and
batted away by Chase Gibson, intended for Shope.
Shope looking for the interference call, but the officials have not called that call all night, so they've called it both ways.
You're exactly right.
Chase Gibson did have his hands on him, but, you know, the officials are going to let you do it, take what you can get. But that'll bring up 3rd down and 8 now for the Harlan Green Dragons. With 5 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the ball game, slowly slipping away from them, Barry. Actually, quickly slipping away from them now at this point.
The second half has been, as we said, vintage Pikeville.
Greer with the handoff up the middle to Shope, and Shope may have first down yardage, and he does. So nice call by the Harlan coaching staff there as they watched the Pikeville Panthers cheating up and trying to get the rush on the passer, and they fool them with a little draw play.
Chris Smiley in there to make that stop, as he did a good job, as Shope does have good speed.
Yes, he does, as he breaks off that right-hand side of the field off tackle, and with a nice pickup. With 5 minutes to go in this ball game, though, they got to pick up a bunch of yardage and quick here. They need to score quickly and try the onside kick, and back to throw is Greer, and Greer under
forced
pressure.
Out of the pocket,
and he's going to go down for another big sack.
Fumble!
Let's see, did he hold on to it?
I believe Pikeville has it.
Let's see what the officials are going to say. Well, they're going to say he was down, I believe, Barry. And it'll be 2nd down and
a mile.
Yeah, call it 2nd down and 7-18 as 4 minutes 31 seconds to go. Pikeville has got this one well in hand now.
One of the Pikeville players rolled over that over the ball, Charlie, and I thought they had recovered it.
Well, they've got a 21-point lead.
But as you said, they called it. He was down.
Right. Greer under center, and here comes the rush, and Greer is going to hand it off again. This time it's to Johnson, and Johnson with pretty good yardage as you get back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll pick up about 9.
I think that was Greg Bailey.
Bailey on the carry.
Well,
and number 5.
Bailey will pick up about 9 yards. That'll be
on the stop.
2nd down and or 3rd down and 10.
12.
Well, 12. They're going to say he was down before he got to the first down marker, or before he got to the line of scrimmage.
Some of the Pikeville faithful is getting an early jump on the traffic.
Well, you know, with 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go and a 21-point lead, they think this one is well in hand, as do we. And Greer up the throw, and
almost picked off by Chase Gibson.
Nice play by Gibson to step in front of the receiver, as it was intended for Brandon Johnson. And Chase Gibson just takes his hand, reaches out there and slaps it down. So that'll bring up 4th down and 11 now for Harlan with 3:29 to go. I think this one is all over, but the final score, Barry.
It is, as at the maybe it, you know, it was premature to say it, but near the end of the 3rd quarter, we pretty much said, hey, this one's over,
well,
folks.
That's true. And Greer going for it on 4th down.
Big rush.
That's a little screen pass, and nobody there.
And he got clobbered in the backfield.
Yep. He wanted to throw that to
Brandon Ison leveled him, Charlie.
He wanted to throw that to Ross Gibson, to Ross Thomas, but the Pikeville defense realized what was going on, and they were there to defend against it, and Pikeville will take over the ball on downs now, so it'll be 1st and 10 with 3:25 to go in the ball game. Pikeville has the ball on the 40-yard line or their own 40-yard line.
And again, if you watch the end of that play, Brandon Isom really punished him.
Yeah, he did. You know, you can see Greer look at him out there. He just wore out. He's hurting. And
it's Chase Rogers.
And Rogers will pick up about 8 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for Pikeville with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the ball game. And
the run brought down there by
I'm going to say it again. I think they'll keep the ball on the ground for this final drive and try to run the clock out.
That's all they need to do is the clock is
down to
their ally.
3 minutes, and, you know, I'm sure they'll go back to that I formation, and you'll see Rogers and Frazier carry the ball the rest of the way.
Yeah, we're under the 3 minute mark, 2 and change.
Rogers again, and Rogers will pick up a 1st down as he picks up about 4 yards off the right side. So 1st and 10 for Pikeville with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game, and they've got it on the 48-yard line of Harlan.
That will stop the clock only to move the chains.
Pikeville will start staying in the huddle a little bit longer and just handing the ball off and try to get this one over with.
Let's give them credit, though. Harlan has put up a valiant effort against a very, very good Pikeville Panther team.
You know, that's true. Harlan they have fought and fought hard all night long, and they've not given up yet. You can see there's still some fire in their eyes as there goes the ball to Jared Frazier, and Jared Frazier will pick up about 6 yards off tackle there. And we were talking about the depth, and the depth is starting to show as Harlan really getting tired here late in this game.
And Pikeville just keeps coming at you.
You know, Pikeville able to run several players on just one side of the ball instead of having to play everybody both ways. And I'm sure Harlan, you know, most of Harlan's players are playing both ways. And I tell you, you know, you see Jesse Brock back there at the safety position now, and that means that they've taken Greer out of the game because he's just been beat to death out there tonight.
Yeah, we're down to a buck and change.
Yep.
And not
There's Frazier
much
up
time
the middle
left
for another 1st down as he gets down to about the 35-yard line. With 1:34 to go. The clock stopped long enough for them to move the chains. This is going to be the last drive as Pikeville will just try to run the clock out here, I think.
33-12. Again, Harlan putting all 12 of those points up in the first half. Pikeville has been just dominant the second half.
You know, Pikeville made a lot of adjustments at halftime, and they've come out and totally shut down this Green Dragon team as their defense has played extremely well, and the offense has finally gotten on track and moved the ball like we know they could.
It could be Pikeville was, well, another delay of game. You don't want to see this late in the season. They're just, you know, an experienced team like this, Charlie, and we're in the regional finals of the playoffs.
Right, I think what you'll see them do here is I think he'll just go ahead and take a knee, and then they'll let them go ahead and take another delay of game penalty and then drop to their knee again.
Yeah, as Branham did, just take a knee.
So they'll take their 25 seconds. Is it 25 in high school or is it 35?
It's 25 as we're under a minute.
So Pikeville will just, I'm sure they'll take one, maybe two more steps, take a knee, and put this one in the books as your final score will be 33-12. Pikeville Panthers will be the regional champions from this region, and they will go up north next week to face, I think it'll be Beechwood, as they were ahead 21-0 the last time we heard.
And that's somewhat of a shocker as we kept talking about Beechwood. Then when we stopped to eat, you know, you talked to the Beechwood coaching staff, and they said, hey, Bellevue beat us, what was it, 17-0?
17-0 in the regular season, and evidently they've gotten a measure of revenge as they were ahead 21-0 in the third quarter the last time I got a score. And you know, one of their coaches sitting down here in front of me, and I'll try to get his attention, see if I can get a final score on that one, as this one is in the books, and Pikeville has won it 33-12 over the Harlan Green Dragons.
Pikeville is the regional champions as they win it 33-12. Second half was all Pikeville as your score At the end of one was Harlan on top by a count of 6-0. Halftime score was Harlan 12, Pikeville 7.
And
there will be
I have a final score on the Beechwood game, and it is 35-0 Beechwood over Bellevue. So next week we'll be bringing a game to you from Beechwood in northern Kentucky, as Pikeville will travel up there in the semifinals of the state.
To make it to the state championship, you have to go through Beechwood. But again, halftime score was Harlan 12, Pikeville 7. At the end of 3, it was Pikeville 20, Harlan 12. Your final score 33-12. And for the Harlan Green Dragons, they had they put their numbers up on a 33-yard touchdown run by Ben Smith. Ben Smith also had a 16-yard touchdown run. Panthers, they spread it around as Jared Frazier scored from 10 yards out. He also had a 2-yard touchdown run. Chase Rogers, big run from the line of scrimmage as he scampered 78 yards to put 6 on the board. The extra point was tacked on by Matt Walls. Matt Branham had an 8-yard touchdown run. Chase Gibson with a big catch, a 25-yard touchdown reception. And Charlie, I think the adjustments that were made was when the second half Pikeville came out, they started mixing the plays up, the running game. First half, pretty much, they went totally with the passing game. They were only 9 of 23 with 4 interceptions. Second half, they come out, they go with the running game, then start mixing it up, and from that point on, Harlan's defense, they really didn't know what to expect, and so it was all Pikeville.
You know, that's true. Pikeville came out in the second half. They established a running game early, and that made the Harlan defense respect that running game, and that opened up the passing game, and they were able to throw. They threw a lot from that I formation set, which they didn't do in the first half, and that totally confused the Harlan defense. And, you know, Pikeville being a much bigger and stronger team, they wore Harlan out late in this ball game. Harlan just did not have the depth and the strength to come back.
Pikeville with the championship trophy held in the air, and they win the regional by a count of 33-12. And again, we want to thank all of our listeners and viewers that will watch us on tape delay for joining us, making the Intermountain Sports Network your choice. For Charlie Pinson and Wayne Fugit, I'm Barry Boyd.
Hey,
that's our man.